Minia the Sampa Rakwa Sampa ni Tenenka Yadanasi Bebre. Then you heard Nasi Asida. We'll come back to it. But before that, quick one. Mamenya sa Juma way embra imboost herbal mixture. So we boost immune system. What you say? Na ya na do no asemo omo eka woka imboost herbal mixture. O say opo sini nedru. Opo sini no nedru. Opo sini no nedru. Yesi pro sini baby. Opepa. Ghana. 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 I mean, you know. So we'll come back to it. Imboost herbal mixture. Let's go.
It's here for Michia Bibia, a fasa, when you saw at the Adansia Fabi, Drobia, a friendly imboost herbal. I don't wanna name the cell police nino a drone. Sadria, I don't want swabia mamia. Pesa check now for frost and who said drain home and faso. Then you know, say, may ya baba wa medroom in penny fuso. Now swimming group bra a was senka, minyame menopause. Now so a coffee tra a banket a bay and fear me and see me so much ram a uncle Bobie, not share me say, or a droppy or no Ansah mumbi, into be brimmy be, namen so my day, massage, or your say your or dear drone breme, Cassan in yamu, or the biaso, not me wa bra me booming so. But not a toss on that night. A banket into me and Cassansono, not me do one bobo. Am I very worried? Tido de premino, and more and she a drone. The crowd dear measurements of the mind, no, I'm fire you, me abuse sooner. Idiot for mon fan chummy. To me share glass half from a boy. To me, wah, me say, a dray am no ye, indeed, 4 hours to cram and who's I say, I don't know bar neighbor, Nancy see bar neighbor, and I don't fear dray, be ye juma. The chain of Pabram Didi and endemi dimraso, I'm a boat to tot, kama. I feel me, Nancy see a ba, mammy, I'm who say, ye be free.
And we've seen the cardinal sin of the Fourth Republic, which is the disenfranchisement of the people of South. For one whole term, they've not had a member of parliament. But even if we put that aside, the people of Ashanti North elected a person to represent them in parliament. This government has manipulated the judiciary in such a way that they've injuncted the member of parliament for Ashanti North. So even though he is the elected member, he cannot perform the duties of an MP. That is a gross injustice, and it's an affront to our democracy. But I want to assure the people of Ghana, and I want to assure the people like Judicial, that is our member of parliament for Ashanti North, that when NDC comes into power, we are going to clarify that constitutional provision that compels them to give up their foreign citizenship before they contest elections. A country's human resource is its best resource, and we happen to have about 3 million of our citizens abroad. They've acquired experience, they've acquired different talents. And why would we have a law that says that if you want to come and be an MP in Ghana, you must give up your other citizenship? Meanwhile, we have a dual citizenship law. We're going to clarify it. They can come and stand for parliament, they can come and hold office in Ghana. They don't have to give up their other citizenship to be able to hold those offices. I just say, Damwa Kuma so say Mobeya Mami, Omaka, and to make can be brave. Now, near 100 say, Madam was said 2019, Sana Moche Miadoye, the Kojina primaries 2019, no. Minya 95.3%. I just say a mami kunim dieno. Sam rena subium a year presidential primaries. Na omoka se yembeje krata yedibe jinano nipan 9 NFI memeka ho 9. Enti em se omo omaka no omo so mbeba ene mo abekasa. Na meka se nipa udru baby na edu se oje wa homia eyade a obi ape waye juma from tete abedru baby a yese koje wa home ebe ya ode se wo oje wa home enso se ohwe wo man na ohwe ne ekọ na uhu se ebi no abeje oman no ena o ma say oman no se woje wa home a enye yie se woje wa home a enye yie woda wona efi se wo nkoda wo mma wo nananom na obepese oman ni beye yie ama nananom ne wo mma enti baby ayedrui ene senior MPP aban ene akofado ene nebusuafo asai oman na kodru ehia se nipa waye bida brofo kasamu ya kana experience nipa wa experience saa nipa no ene ehia se obesa abesiesi oman no na waje oman no ejina na nan so enti na meka se 2024 abatwa yebetui ne ehia ne experience so ultimate Kotna school in Suya experience ya there ajuma wa ye aya no wenya ho experience enti brofo kasamu yesi ye per experience ye per experiment ya there wo try ahwe debi be emfensie ni ena obi be ka say monsomenhwe ene somenhwe ene make I say na munyina NDC for muhu ejuma ye boye e free professor mills abreso ebepe ma abreso akwan ensuo electricity hospital airport harbor nina yeye enso yenu anomo de anode ebe ka che Ghana say yeni mejuma ne ye enti yemfi ho na omoba ombe dane Ghana sura himemu
Accra FM 100.5 Accra FM. One hundred point five.
Oh, with Nana, Bobie, Ansah on the Citizen Show. Stay with Nana, Bobie, Ansah. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show with Nana, Bobie, Ansah. Yeah.
It's here for Michia.
Oh, with Nana, Bobie, Ansah on the Citizen Show. Stay with Nana, Bobie, Ansah. All the politics you can know on Accra FM 100.5. Tune to the Citizen Show with Nana, Bobie, Ansah. Yeah.
Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah. Berema bemeti garafu kube puntimpuna si sokode. Wakanchi la katabin say you. What you can say? Kwabena, keja guma mani yanko.
Waba tele Accra FM. Yeah, mommy.
Ebi die comedy wom. Enfoni. Carlos ne, Ansah ne, Mustafa ne nkrofo. Masa. Da bia de achi ade sen. So mudi cast ho atrantwie. Twi ye ka atrantwie a. Etse ayi kinagate fo a. Omuti si so a kyerese. So okọ na wo ba. Kyerese cast ho de. Omude ho aye okusie a wayi kyino no.
Inkukuya kabang. Adibiara durefu ya wofre na fu na nso ya asase durefu ya wofre ne siw adenti efisa asase ne panyin opanyin ne hira opanyin ne Kwabena Bobie Ansah sasere kukuku da bi ochi mekwan loading kampro obebare bia na wabebare daily graphic ne daily guide memunsam asai paga na fu eje na kurum muntie eje nteterechi onam so adoto nsura akrokraw Ghana fu se ubeshi akwache wo kwanchen no bema o achenchen ache wo kwanchen de ene yankako awruko chakra chenchen no ma o ne yechen achenchen na se poto ni be poto kasa mafia na efi poto fi nti Ghana fu ntie Bobie se obi abo ma wabo ni bi mu watu Bobie na obi so obesan abo obia boni bi na dan obobia Ghana fu beti aman yesem sempa Bobie wona Ghana fu nanti ubiribiri wona won nanti umpremprem mo nanti ubiribiri nanti umpremprem wa mabe aborna wum la habal nyaxum asibir dalal kurga yo point ne pregale nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah muni nyatum banjabga ka borna yu wum ya to nyaxum ko twe kane ban la akum nana Bobie
enne Ghana ahia ye yetimi ntua ye ka ohia poso ena achire ya bakosemu yehu we bida a free independence yehu we bida na meme ka se nra omampanyi ba ya obekasa wo parliament anka obeka se say na aba na mejitum se yanye ne yie enso ye besiesie nyoma se na ya nyoma bekoso yie enso ba ya brofo kasa mu he didn't take responsibility or say ohia achire no COVID-19 intia or say ohia achire no Russia ni Ukraine ntokwa omoko enso minu anu muntia bibi Russia ni Ukraine ntokwa omoko no amaya etwa omohu ehia no omumu bia ahwenye omo they are not broke ohia enchechire omo den na wo 7,000 kilometers away and I say santo kwanti ama ohia aba women na ohwe West Africa ye wey anya yenkwa na ewo ha otra border wo Cote d'Ivoire anya sa na tie omo da so jina omo nan so omo ka omo bo omo abo omo timitua omo timihwe omo man wo Togo he ya sa nti eden na Ukraine war ne COVID-19 ambesi Cote d'Ivoire ambesi Togo yankwa ena ama yadane ehiafo nti omo kase oman na ujama ye no yentimi anhwe so nti NDC for monsam beje mo ade na saa na ebeba no so saa na ebeba no if you say Ghana for ehwe ye emre bi time ayewa aban mu nipa bebre etimi kasa na aban ne sei aban nye sei nyansa for wa hiu aden na ekoso afi aban foforo baya bebre ayedin bebre ayedin nyachum ayedite oman no enu bini enti moye din na enne ye nyina gota yakotomu no na yekoya na se yebae enso Ghana for ehu omo asuansa omo asuansio omo ehu ne emu odro enti omo de omo ni ato NDC so because omo ehu say NDC na wo oman mu a ewo aban mu a etimi esiesie nyoma ema amanfo ho ton mu enti omo de omo ni to yeso enti yenso eni kwan se yebema omo abamu ebu ewo se yesomu na ye edwumaden se na be ya NDC besan aba na sɛ NDP bɛdi nkonim a ne nyinaa gyina mo ɛgyina branch executives ɛfiri sɛ menim sɛ mo akonta mobɛyi me as presidential candidate me so neɛ sɛ fata mɛyɛ ama mo mɛkɔ around the whole country ayɛ campaign.
All right, live in Accra 100.5. Yamamu nyina ha yamamu akwaba. We baby bia mo aboade mu bia no ya adwumanti na ya hia. Ewo ha say ye baba baba ye adwuma. Ye baba baba di nkomo. And we have less than 4 days, right? So today is Tuesday. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then Saturday. Na NDC kwako tuaba various constituencies almost pieces, then almost flag bearer. Yami had my Saturday nina AC was adanwa, and I think sir the NDC style of election no. I hope various political parties in Ghana ebesua na omo aye juma. But before that Kwame enra we otunfo video no that link now to otunfo video no we right, you have it. Okay, so I am saying kasema meba be bosso na. I don't know why would Edug ask me this question or say Bobie, did Otunfo really represent Ghana, the Ashanti tribe, or he was there for the Ashantis? And I don't know why many anebusa sa question no. And Matisa Manfo Bebre so ya kasa we chiri about Argentina say other royal families, invited from other countries, no, the countries, no, a flag and a two or more like identify or more. But then Otunfo say to Asante the Ashanti flag, Asante for your flag. Yes, we have a flag that represents. The Ashanti might. We have a flag. Yes, we have a flag. The Ashanti flag was with Otunfo. That flag represents our strength, our might, our wisdom. It represents our bravery. And that flag is our soul. That flag is our spirit. And anywhere an Ashanti, a pure Ashanti, not Asantifa. We have people who are Asantifa. You know them. Especially those from Yede Kumau, Fijase, Egeso, Aguna, Jamase, Asante Mampon, Finso, you know, those enclaves. You know, Kwamai. There are others that probably meant we have more Aguna. So our flag represent here. And yesterday on Twitter and other platforms, we will say a man for banter, insulting each other. And the question was that Argentina SO2 for Ashanti flag and or the Koi and then Ghana flag. And I won't waste time going back to the invitation. The royal family in Britain SND. The royal family in Britain, and I invite you to for because Monsieur Kufuado so say Kufuado you are hine manemra and Kufuado you to for man probably Kufuado be each be hine. Nkebia ni kromo hine no obey, you know. And they wish, trust me, Akufo-Addo, they wish, say omo, but it can't be them. It will never be them. For that one we know. So the invitation was between two royal families. That eneme ma de me yonko pa me pese oba na obe kame ho. And listen to me. Every tribe, ethnic group in Ghana, they have something that represents them. Every tribe, every ethnic group are unique. The Gans have their own. The Dagombes have their own. The Bruno, minim said Doma, he say Doma for flag. Who call a central region, they have their own. And you identify who you are. And where you are coming from. So when we are talking about royal issues, we are not talking about Ghana. In fact, Obi be raise a issue be on Twitter. Says Otumfo ko enenka a Ghana flag ena a dan nchen. Other groups will also argue say Otumfo nye Ghana nyina ehene na or the Ghana flag akọ representing. Yes, they will talk about it. They will go angry. I know how people get, wet up and agitated when it's about the Menchia Palace, but that's fine. That's okay. So I think whatever it is, enye Otumfo nkwana you be inviting a baby. We have other Togba Fede. I've seen him at international programs. Bebreso. They play the Agbaja, they do everything, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it because Voter Region is like my second home. I don't mind retiring to Voter Region in my old age. I don't mind. It's like my second home. Anything about them, I enjoy it. So that's fine. But I don't think it's a way issue. The Ashanti flag, Otumfo tukwaya esinika enimu. And that Ashanti flag, you can't do anything about it. That is our soul. That's our spirit. That is what represents us. So, omo to nsafre omo no. Omo anka say ye to nsafre Asante for. I mean, let's get it clear. Two royal families, they are friends from way back. As to how they became friends, I was not there. If you want Mr. Asante, me mama fra Asante mampo, me papa from friends. So as soon as I catch me and say we have a link with these people. That's all. Me sa link no eni mini bibia because me try dey be me nko UK nko ye hwe me nko London nko ye hwe me ne Queen Elizabeth ne Henry ni bibia ye me de omo ni bi asem bia aka me ne omo ni nkomo bia di wo wi ase. So but historical edaho. And Edmond Opoku said, Bobie, this is a non-issue. Akufo-Addo was there to represent Ghana. Otumfo represented Asante based on a direct invitation he received from Buckingham Palace. We have more important issues. Yes. But this one too is very important. Very stupid guy, is Sawadogo or what? The Mamenje is here just insulting. We have people who are paying. They they are already angry people walking on the street. So when you have such stupid people, there are certain things you need to set the record straight. So and let me tell you, Akufo-Addo was not invited. Akufo-Addo was not invited. Akufo-Addo forced his way out there, and that is why there are some circles they did not allow him to be there. Akufo-Addo was not officially invited. And from the Jubilee House, the presidency, they cannot provide any official statement and as official invitation. Say they are inviting. And even the Akufo-Addo go in there, me pacho one official statement say Akufo-Addo free akọ friend say King Charles coronation. That Akufo-Addo free akọ. And nobody invited him. He just decided to go and waste our taxpayers' money with Rebecca. That's all. Rebecca Echin Kabei Tidi Bunimu. Say Samira Nechere no. Say on wow. Mame come. Mamu eba foforo opam ne kaba and dano come out to me say mame penny. Then all of a sudden, we are no kind of remove pampe. So Akufo-Addo, Ghana Nibia Utiebian Akufo-Addo went there uninvited. He went there uninvited. Professional gate crasher. He went there uninvited. Dina ube cycles be wa otum for no more or no want me and Rahobi. Raho. He is just a waste. He's just a waste. Akufo-Addo is just a waste on this country, a waste to society, a waste on our taxpayers' money. These are facts. You can't change it. You can't do anything about it. Waste to a minor in the market. And he wanted to be a you know. So that's it. But Otumfo issue need here. Let's rest this argument. Every ethnic group bia our flag. Every ethnic group bia our idea representing omo. The Ashantis, we have our flag. It depended on how idea represent no usomuye. So let's get it straight. I don't like the situation senka Ghana flag is in the Quran because I know say Ghana or no, me I don't think say ohini bitna ohini biso. I don't think say so ohini bitna ohini biso. Let's live in harmony and in peace. But cherish what dear, na me so mean cherish me dear. And said yeah as and for besia dear biano. That's fine. Because you says I'm Ashanti, but I'm from Mampong. I'm Ashanti, but this issue isn't even relevant to me. I identify myself as a Ghanaian and nothing else. Otumfo is a good man. Blah blah blah. I was saying, yes, you are a Ghanaian, but before you became a Ghanaian, ufre busuya bimu. Me free fie. Me Asantini the team will fie. Timi free busuya bimu. The only level when there is a national issue. John Mahama ma Asantimai a market kesiye. Na ujina se me Asantini intermediate men to ama and one of the men who said wabodam baby how you are sick. So when it comes to national development and those things, I mean, yes, but say Bassa and Hifana Bobie and Sami Freya for that one, they trust me. Hey, I don't do even a Brofono Crano, Oko Mudipa, Obia baby or free, they will tell you way freer. Yes. Me Kwabro trader. But Omo Kwabro trader and they will tell you. Only a Brofono diagram, bachelor on the route of freer. Yes. So me France and Timampon. Nkwadum bretu ya bretu for Yeah, this a bonny diagro. Chiri jatana na ne kontonchi. Nke de sika idea yes ne bo so bo no na ehia kuma. Ade bekum ye nyama. So yam fear no to. All right, straight yanko serious business. Say my we question we. So yanko serious business ni yanko ye adwuma. And me wa document bi I don't know said ya omusi eye no, but matise ye say eye ningo pram ningo pram there is an issue ewo ningo pram na yesi nkrofo bi akwaje court order and court order no say Akodu party headquarters and NDC party headquarters order not to say 2 branches be ewoningo pram yeah still almost where almost in this issue are pending from 2020 Ansah number primaries no I think 2019 or so there was same issue about 2 branches yansue almost in ewo eye ningo pram ebeye issue and yasin crophobia kwaje court order that is injunction say almost swear sa 2 branches in amoma to aba ewo ningo pram there is no way they are going to allow ningo pram elections no to come on. So these are some of the issues kikeba as we are gearing towards Saturday. Then I hear say I hope say I do form statement, you know, press statement about issues your friend is primaries, eligibility and all that. I hope say we have that letter. But as Ansah no members, you know, my main Ghana for in the and come over straight Ansah my ba my main Ghana for Nisa and come over about Obianka said ma Dr. Dofo and contested in the first place. Nobody. Obianwa or Kasasem. Nobody. Obianka sa. You don't hear 1. Then 2. Dr. Dofo a NDC member. That one too is clear. Dr. Dofo at a point in time claims say oh a businessman. We have businessmen. Yeah, they I mean almost affiliated to political parties. There's this gentleman, your friend say Achimota. What is his name? Atulinse. I know Atulinse. Meti Achimota. Me your friend say Asempa FM. Atulinse. I know Atulinse very well. Atulinse. Senansi MPP and Wonyeska. Atulinse Nkonimska. But Atulinse is a businessman and affiliated to the MPP. No problem. Magdan is a businessman and or a MPP card bearing member. Finito. Jospon is an MPP member. I mean, everybody know. Obianim. So we have Tobinko, a Pentecost Tobinko. Tobinko is MPP member. We know. You see. So the point is, there is nothing wrong. Sir, Dr. Kwabena for a friend is a businessman. Yes, initially he claimed say on your politics and blah blah blah. Dr. Kwabena for knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so Obianka say on your NDC niba mapa. Unlike the way some MPP guys to me echo gu alanche matieningu as omko gu nanimu as say alanche matin kura jai party no okoye na mfanye kosia. No, I think NDC is a civilized institution and they will not do that. So Obianya rest assured, right? Say Kwabena for is in good books of NDC. That is okay. The next thing Kojo Bones obi anka say Kojo Bones so ma or uncontested. Now let's come to the substantive matter. About 80-90% of NDC members raise here. What is the issue? The issue is say, look, party no any time. NDC party no, they don't have time. Check 2016 figures. Then going forward, check 2020 figures. The 2020 figures should give you an idea that NDC as a political party, for the first time, under the Fourth Republic, Ebinsi say party wa bemoko opposition. Then within a short period, within 4 years, that's the first term of the incumbent. Now, say party net to me a winning about half of a parliamentary seats. As I winning a speaker, Akonya. So it tells you then the flag bearer himself, John Mahama, are closely governor with the intimidation using soldiers and all that. So you can see a great leap from the presidential candidate to a parliamentary candidate, any party total vote. You can see improvement. There is a commander. I'm a delegate, but I have not been sworn in, but still I'm going to vote. From Pong Broadcasting Kaswa, my constituency is English. I'm from which I think the party should address this kind of issues, because I'm out for people to me court. You have not been sworn in, but you go and vote, and I think the party leadership, they should take these kind of things. They should take notice of it, and work on it. They should just take notice of these kind of things and work on it. But my member back to a issue. So what check a year figures about 2020. Clearly it tells you that the NDC performed well. John Mahama performed. Parliamentary candidates performed. Clear. Some of us, we felt that Akufo-Addo Bawumia, a very clueless and useless vice president ever, a very useless vice president ever. Menya sure say after him, Yebenya any useless vice president like Bawumia, a very blockhead guy. He knows nothing apart from, Nyamisumu takra wojim. Oh, she share religious conflicts, or she share trade basa ongu the onya no ho ongu so ha ongu so oh Christians in the majority votes enti ba me no omu nkodi agro ba me ni asofo de nya fine me mompa ye na no kra de ba omi ase enche na Holy Ghost aba. I think you have it. Take that story out for me. Baumia, you just type it. We go to Ghana where we type. Or say enche na Holy Ghost aba. Baumia, uko Ghana where be da. Or say enche kra na Holy Ghost aba. I don't know where share Holy Ghost, and I don't know the kind of Holy Ghost I will share. So this is a confused guy. The issue is not about competency. The issue is about let me do everything, strictly to get power. Mamenya bibia ya me bia na memfanya power. So that is Baumia for you. Until on a name of free Pentecost, and when your Pentecost are so phobi of free Pentecost no kwa of free ano nama of free dakro Baumia be kwa Atwea Mountains. I know one day Mube ko na Atwea Mountains na obi ada from na Baumia will do it. Trust me. We are trying we na moto Mube ko Atwea Mountains no dabo no so then because this is a confused guy. And the issue is not about governance, because when we say any practical, issues normally babaji power, and Baumia, looking at him and his face, he always think Ghanaians are fools, So let me go out there Namenka de make a but he is not the focus, so Mame Fancy change. Now, what share a year John Mahama performance? Some of us felt say no. Adenti ena Samre we be a Ghana. Look at the position of Ghana now. I don't think Dr. Dufo himself is happy. And I don't think any of his members, any member a year or free NDs more say he's happy with a year the current performance of this Akufo-Addo Bawumia criminals administration. Akufo-Addo is a criminal, Bawumia is a thief. A criminal and a thief, and Omakabum. And any NDC member Ansah Mabagana for vote floating voters. Almost say Sankrofo performance a year almost deno, a year almost feno. Then there is something wrong with you. Then you are mad. Last just this weekend, I heard my brother Koko Nyidoho talking about so ya sorry o baby and waka say also the MPP government. He couldn't mention the Akufo-Addo. The MPP government is messing up. Koko Nyidoho. So you compare Koko Nyidoho previous statements about Akufo-Addo, said the Akufo-Addo see here and blah 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 and Bawumia and blah 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 and the projections he gave about them and today. But you say, then again I realized that my brother is confused. My brother Koko Nyidoho is confused. Yes, my brother. Sometimes I get sad, but that is the reality. He is confused. He doesn't understand the issues. Unma de cry ekoso. But yeah, my main fear also and to form. In the Ghana ni biara, ya wono onzaka, Holy Ghost, no onzaka. Fatwa, ma obia humba omia. A confused a friend say or bomb for karat baumia. Wa bonche any politician we have in Ghana here. And I've heard people questioning him about a taxi, Okada for a casino. I've heard people questioning him. Another liar and a thief. Baumia is a big thief. Somebody who cannot read a friend is a date to understand it. This guy wants to be a president because he has seen that a criminal like Akufo-Addo has become a president. A very clueless and ignorant man like Akufo-Addo, a Tinya-Bedi president, through intimidations, tactics, through lies. This is Baumia. Yeah. There are two. Pentecost no cancer. Yes, we know what is happening. I think the Holy Spirit will come down. Look at Baumia, a very confused Muslim. Look at him. Look at Baumia, a very confused man. He doesn't know what he wants. What he has here. But let me tell Ghanaians, Baumia definitely, or the religious conflict, Ebeba Krowemu. Baumia is evil. He's a thief, a complete thief. The only thing he can do is to lie his way out into politics. Beyond that, I don't think this guy can even contest assemblyman. On his own, as Baumia, on his own. And let me say this, if MPP Baumia, trust me, Baumia did 30% in the Bekofi. Kofa Bema camp, a soldier for you and say one boys in the military. Adia be fa Baumia ne Samira ne Nebusuafo ani so okroma no, they will be shocked. Baumia be dwiri no. So when you read your people on social media with Nanado, and then one guy be Akufo-Addo supporters in back on pay me Facebook page no aba with Akufo-Addo that we know the there. You be breaking 8 no, na Akufo-Addo ntese kofo. Now say Akufo-Addo ntese kofo. Akufo-Addo is the most weakest link. The most weakest link in MPP. Go and check Kufuor second term, the number of MPs and MPP were in parliament. That time Kwana Rollins with Atabels in 2004. Go and check. So check. Go and check 2004. The numbers. Eya Kufuor nyae. Won't tiasia. Go and check Kufo. Go and check parliamentary. Now check Akufo-Addo second term. Onya parliamentarian say, oh, with ni budga ne metre onya sani ade ni nyina. Fino obi an fino and Ghana mpanimfo ne tu John Mahamafo say ade ne 8 years. But this time around, they will see something. If they want all of us to go down, Ghanaians are prepared and they will go down with Bawumia and they are foolish people. Ghanaians are ever prepared. Trust me, Ghanaians are well prepared. Sir, young Kotuabano 1, no biya banifie, 2, no biya banifie, sir, Naso be say, or no, or master, now super breaking the 8. Your friend says, Speaker of Parliament, cry went to me. You crowd your soldier folk ra. You see, look, let me tell you, any modern day MPP member is a mad person. Straight up. They don't think. They don't use their brain. Because, typical example, you took military men. Parliament. You couldn't survive it there. You couldn't survive it. Yes, Takwa any those enclaves, we understand. It's okay. Obvious any lessons. But as to whether you will survive it for the second time, we will see. Yeah, but Obia Obusiani abusiafo no titikroma obia ni baabi obia abusiafo obia ni obia fie obia ni obia krom. So that one, and nobody should be afraid ma obia nsro, because this morning a gentleman be frame me Kwabena enti look nyamema 2024 no drew these guys, they are going to kill people. They are almost Kumunipa 20 and Kumunipa 10 in 2020 and pre. So what are we going to do? Look. You see, he who is down fears no fall. Only a boy preko kunaso menuanu mo no odibri. Mo na mo wa japade Akufo-Addo no na wa japade gabi no na asisi eniema omo offices wo ha omo na wa japade. So yes, let's check the numbers of the military and the police against Ghanaians, even against NDC. NDC were more than 6 million registered members across the country. And trust me, in 2024, say yes to Ama, come 2024, we will activate them. We will activate every single NDC member on the street. On the 7th of December, we will activate every single member of the NDC. We will activate them on the street. For that one, that party should be well assured that we will do it. We will activate every single member on the street on the 7th. They will see something. They will see something. They will see something. That party number one day, oh, who be da. We are say, damn Parabusia forward instant, a bit of baby, Yanya Fricoma, ya, Obianco baby, we are not running away, we are not going to leave our family, we are not going to leave our land. This is our land, this is our land. Yasa, nobody is going anywhere. And we are telling those idiots to get it right. We are not going anywhere. We will stay here, protect our people, protect our land. And they should get it right. You see, this idea about figures a buy, figures near comma, figures no, let's say yes. NDC can build on it. You enter the mass, some of us, now we're of the view that look, therefore, don't waste our time. Let's move. Don't waste our time. We don't have much time. The reason why some of us, we think that, look, whatever we can do, and me Bobie Ansah senka option be or alternative be or probably I'll go for the alternative. Because the Constitution does not allow it. And even Sekusia, who is free? No. I prefer we go to the ballot box, we cast our votes. And that is the reason why Obisu Obebo Obitu Ekunu for the second time. Wakum Nkrofo 10. Into this time Obekum Nkrofo Wabra Yadi Ekokromotine Ekotuaba. And if some people think that, look, I want to protect my job as an IGP, Namemfanko retire. I want to protect my position in the armed forces. Namemfanko retire. So we will kill again. That one, when it gets there, no, for that one there, Obi Antiase. For that one, we will protect our loved ones. We will protect our friends. We will protect our families. We will protect our land. We will protect our territory. Some will go down. Some will survive. Others will leave. Others will go. And that's the beauty of the game. Me need passport. Me need baby ako. This is my land. This is my mother's land. I will stay here and die here. I have nowhere to go. And I won't go anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. No way. So, the point is, so I want me in 2020, then let's understand that at least John Mahama did well. Think I am quite him. Don't for them say they don't agree. We know the people pushing the phone. We know. Yanyankola Okroma. We know. We know Baba Kamara, normal links, you know, do for no mass nations using Atulinse. Atulinse. And when I see the NDC boys bowing down to Atulinse, I laugh. Atulinse, I was a perfect now, but Yachemota. Obi Maso in Yana Betina. Atulinse did nothing, absolutely nothing. Atulinse nothing. Nothing. Actually said nothing. Actually said can't even that time buy black label. He can't buy it. I know Atulinse. So when I see the NDC guys bowing down because he's working in Baumia's office and they are using him, you know, touching base with some NDC guys that we know. Yenim. Fino BMF because Amire Gosiaga. And the guys Atulinse is dealing with them, no. Nipa Omonfisusha. They can't cause any harm in the NDC. They can't do anything. They can't do FOCO. And this message should go out there to them that we have 4 days to go. And we will show them that we know how to do it. We will show them. At least. Then they are like, oh, any never contested. Oh, is that your friend say, I'm on crowd for and someone can I already. But you should write it on paper and let me know. Anyway. So almost on contested John Mahama. When you listen to their reasons, why they are contesting John Mahama, it's so absurd. When you listen to their reasons, the reason why they are contesting John Mahama, because here you see the most dangerous stance to take is to fight a person who has absolutely nothing to lose. If you get down from your luxury car to come fight somebody who only has one student mattress and a bicycle, then it is up to you. Yes, we know. So, almost say, you know, somebody sent me a message. No, hold on. Obiso, Atulense, I know him very well. Bobie, Atulense, no one say me a mini pa. Atulense, Jenny pa. No. Why? And this for no more, they bow down to him. They say, do you know Atulense very well? Do you know him? Ato. Oh, come on, please. I mean, me, I want to cry. But within short period, I saw so many things. So many things. I saw so many things. Today, those who are chanting like they are millionaires and blah, blah, blah. I saw them. And me know they are gross, so I know them. I know them one-on-one personally. I know them one-on-one. Atulinse, I sat down with him on several occasions when I was at Achimota. I know some small boys sitting on, though they are not small boys as in the age, but I know those boys are, and they're almost guys. I know them from Achimota. I mean, Kola. No. And then more so let's try and see. I don't know. We know them. We know them. Looking at our age, we have been in the system for quite a long time. We know them. Why? But let's come back to the issue. Into your contested John Mahama. Busadu for one question, why? Or contested John Mahama. Only any reasons. Busa Yabuatinjan, one question, why are you against John Mahama? The idea in the ASA, and now John Mahama, they will start telling you, John Mahama nene nkoda, John Mahama nene nkrofo, John Mahama anyway. And it's so shocking, and it's so sad. What is the meaning of John Mahama nene nkrofo? Yeti kroma, we know. Yenim nkrofo me, kwame yewo me. Eya me hu Rollins. Minimum Crawford Rollins, Eduomo Erane Nabain. Minimum Sa Crawford. We heard about Dr. Kwesi Bochenum, we heard about PV Obey, we heard about Mary Grant. I mean, yet a team, Nipa me brain. What you say? President Mills President Mills ever take over. People like Yabua Tinjan. You see, sometimes with my brother Kokwenyido, there are certain things you don't need to talk about it. But me say, Senkayenka, Kokunim. I mean, we know, Koku, you know how you became the communication director, you know, between you and I. And I think Kojo Chumbuafu to know. Yes, Kojo Chumbuafu. I think outside Koku and myself, Obi Obehuwa de Kro ebia Kojo Chumbuafu. Because Kojo Chumbuafu, I mean, honestly, ya adie bi wo. So ya obi anu ana ya powerful than anybody to say ya Boatinjan. Phrase Bafo. Miami ni Solomon Ansah. Ya call Kumasi on our way. Because na Kokwenyido abeka asem and na mini akobi fiagbe. Ya kasa wa ade no so. Then as brothers we agreed that okay, let's go for Solomon Ansah. We went to Kumasi to support Solomon Ansah. Solomon knows that I campaigned for him. He had the full vim. He had the Marco Kuwini deputy general secretary. I got to Kumasi. I took Koku to Angel FM. I took him to other radio stations. Me movie around, up and down, the posters. I made boys Monte Tare. But I say, check it out still. I don't know, it be any pan phone, but I'm just telling you. That time we thought maybe a be microphone a person Jack Okumu. And you see, let me tell you, Koku is somebody, he's gifted. You can't say nipa agnika ewo buka. I mean, enyame yonko no. Too sharp. I mean, I love sharp people. But the idea is say, look, there is a common threat. There is a common threat. And that threat is a Kufado and Baumia from 2008. From 2008. Meba Sempa FM in September 28th. 2008. Mira Accra, the only threat that I saw that this is a threat to the stability and the future of Ghana. I saw them and I said to myself, these guys, they are a threat to our peace. They are a threat to On My Way and Kanko. They are threats. So, not knowing JM was the target, not knowing JM was the focus. 2016, a month for G Bonnie. Time was some of us here, anybody also say John Mahama is the target, you know. It was too late. We couldn't save the situation. JM no also on one also changes be because changing a Bevlo latte, changing Bevlo latte. A friend say Baba Kamara and pushing Yandonko. I mean, I couldn't get that. Sad changes no man tears that. Some of us here did. Am I even JM team no crown on bufu ye? But when changes in the no, some of us we told them that look, at the way I'm no, it will come back to come and hurt JM. But not knowing say beyond the no, that there were serious threats. Yaniba ya honso no na asie wie. The day ya two abasa Akufo-Addo abaya president, that day I was very sad. I was not sad for myself. I was sad for Ghana. I was sad for my kids. I was sad for the future of this country. I'm not sad because, trust me, as I sit here, I live a better life than even MPP members. I'm fine. I'm okay by the grace of God. I'm fine. Six to 7 years now. From Akufo-Addo to the last person, no MPP member bet me a kase. Ena Bobie ba me want my contract. Ena Bobie ba me no be any business, monkey business. I don't have any monkey business with anyone. The last thing I will do is to wake up. Some akojina guy watch that I cook Diana say or check media for sick and woman maybe. That will be the last. Even if I don't have anybody to help me, but I will just sit down. So me need the medi. No, be also one more Ghana Kuranoa. I don't need anything from these criminals, crooks, criminals, evil. I don't need one person, one city. I don't need it from these criminals, thieves. And Akufo-Addo is a criminal. He's a thief. I don't need it. One person. One person. Come on, far from every day when you're a man of Pedia. Inti awie The idea was that yendi Jomama Bonnet. Yes. Omo aye. Omo akoto 2020. Ya to 2020 ya se aba. Utie do for ne nkrofo kasa yaw. And now there no person omo ye. Yemfa injunction ento your friend say elections no so. Pacho so a do for no petition. All right, Fatu say mama. Fa petition to say mama. And I don't know Nanama say what kai do for no petition. What kai mo?
Do you want to come Electoral Commission?
Yes, that is one and NDC party.
NDC party.
And the no.
Ma this say omu share.
Yes, omu also. Okay, so Kwabena for the General Secretary National Democratic Congress. Yeah, now the ECD and also headquarters, but also incomplete, inaccurate voters register. Okay, so when you read through this document, Omo said that there exactly what the inaccuracies no ethic. Okay, so let me just go through quickly. I'll say reference our meeting with the Presidential and Parliamentary Elections Committee of the National Democratic Congress on the 4th of May 2023 from 14:18 hours to 15:23 hours at the NDC headquarters. Upon initial review of the 220 constituencies voters register, that's the photo album. We identified several discrepancies in the register that indicate it is both incomplete and inaccurate. Having an incomplete and inaccurate register is a significant issue when going into an election because it undermines the credibility and fairness of the election process. Okay, so a comprehensive and accurate voter register is essential for ensuring that eligible voters are properly registered and for preventing fraudulent activities such as multiple voting, impersonation, and being refused a vote on the day of elections. Then listen to this. The incomplete and inaccurate voters register has a high potential of deliberately, listen to Comrade 4, deliberately causing an irreparable damage to the bright chances of candidate Dr. Kwabena, which we are unable to countenance. And I don't one. So considering the findings, Team Dofo is demanding the following. One, postponement of the May 13th presidential primaries. Madness. Only a madman will say this. Stakeholders meeting to establish an agreeable roadmap that will guarantee the integrity of the voters register, clean the voters register within an agreeable time frame to ensure free and fair elections to save it, blah 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 blah. And you see, just look at their statement. So what Dofo and his team they are trying to tell us is that if there are any inaccuracies, if Sesania money be a voters register on the photo album no more, deliberate to make sure Kwabena Dofo entimi enwi one were dam why the bet me who say any passments we bet to Amadofo, so we should make sure say that person registered man into why?
Yeah, because delegate now who Dr. Dofo wo ye campaign yeah wo kwa wo banjo mama so ye campaign and akodwobo sunsu ye campaign Dr. Dofo nim the number of delegates ya onim ni padodo a omo beto abama no wonim delegate dodo say here ne ke Ashanti region there because me free kuma wunti no Ashanti region there here ne ke was say ni pa be nyina atoma me ana.
So you see Nanama, I wish Dr. Dofo team no if some are smarter and come back to me afa wo mu nipa mienu miensa. So you register your polling station ABCD. Baby you register no ye din ye hunu ye din. Enya sa?
Yeah.
Enya sa? Then Ubekas me delegates we me supporters. Omo to abama me.
But omu din
then you can make a sound argument as a same person.
Delegate na omu koto abane frase question na say omu raise issues say bia me din ni mu a And I said, Kwabena Wukin, one kasa betimi account say be menya 3 or 5 delegates ya. One musi sa album no. Ye di ni mu. No why you so they make you case.
But you see,
who Dr. Dufon who's your delegate abeto aba because we former government appointee official within him. We delegate no one more appointees no. Wa appointees no. Omo ye delegate omo to aba omo kwhwe mu din so mu din ni mu a. Na wa prepare nya na wo dey aye case.
You see, and me can say we so look nanama. Met me a catch Dr. Dufo say. And I know General Mosquito and team no omuntie a very useless argument from people who are confused like Dufo and the team. They won't listen to them. 13th no will go ahead but even so say omu postpone say Dufo to me even 50 votes on Sreme Dufo pa yes the MPP agenda to use Dufo to delay the process
na day.
The idea about Dufo in the team is that John Mahama is winning the flag bearer race, but they will make sure they will damage his integrity. And so let's do this. Niango kanchire krofo say John Mahama num yewia abanum ne man. And what one argument be an krofo mu say ya. Se mu say ya. Na your friend say Electoral Commission so yemu NDC baby in 2024 so what they are doing is they are preparing the grounds for Baumia and EC Baba Kamara kokwanyi do honum omo tactics they are preparing the grounds what they say so they are giving ammunition to the MPP to argue and some party mu ye ni say na mu ye ni say na Electoral Commission ye ni say na mo de mo kasa
Ansah no mo kano eno nya de NDC delegate ye o masem hia se yawo eno nya Ghana fo asem hia se because me to me no me hu se sa primaries na eba so no Dr. Kwabena dofo ni kwadwobons omo ye relevant with this contest mu omo hia NDC delegate o
yes
eni pa ba kwa de omo ye whatever they want to achieve Kwabena ordinary Ghanaian na say NDC ni bi okwakoto aba no eye dede bi no ngwasa we so we NDC ni na ma wo opponent political party finance was sponsor no was di sembunu na wudi nsembunu a o Dr. Kwabena dofo nkom obi kura di nsembunu kanya wo
so what they want to do they know they can't win they just want
almost frustrated system
yeah person John Mahama even say John Mahama nya 90% kura no a na omope so oni kwadwo bonsu no be 10%. What they want to make sure they say that sound endorsement.
Oh no, enu na you machine.
Yes, ya na you mohi.
But Joshua Labi, former president John Mahama no money Dr. Spio Gabra ni Joshua Labi no. Joshua Labi popularity no na eso sin Dr. Dufo.
Don't mind them.
Dr. Spio Gabra ni popularity e wo NDC mu no na eso sin Dr. Kwabena Dufo.
Don't mind them.
Now wo Dr. Kwabena Dufo wo ye popular sin Joshua Labi.
Don't mind.
As Dr. Spio Gabra. But omo percentage be no mu nya Kwabena me say Saturday said John Dramani Mahama entimi anya 99%. I'll be so disappointed in NDC delegates. 99%. And then I want to say NDC delegate akwakoto abadema Dr. Dufo.
You see, now omo person carry that damage, you know. And they call a year 2024. And we know that they will join Baumia camp. They are already. We know journalists are Baumia and a print to newspapers. We know them. We know them. But you see, because the kind of fighter they be more the kind of fight yeah be more Ghana street muno they will be shocked now the almost here say John Mahama say lose 2024 so they break the 8th agenda. They are part, in fact, Dufo and his team, they are part of the break the 8th. They are part and they are working seriously. Omania prepare ya juma.
Say Dr. Dufo, John Dramani Mahama ne man bank guye.
Say you massa.
No, because maybe Kwabena be omo personal issues.
No.
Because Kwabena me adia Dr. Dufo me na na ma ho. Me dwen ho a na me obi a wo bank do baby o invest sika wo.
They are using a young crofobia use Dufo. Dufo e feel say wa achieve the obe achieve be. This is the time I say kakra na ka wo efie no. Ode ne ho kire na ode kra eko. And those bitter energetic young guys now they are better. They are better because when John Muhammad took over from the late Mills, they had wanted to still remain relevant and take control. What do I say? Indica stand up when quietly, you still see Koku at the presidency. You still see Yao Jan, Fresh Baffonum, one who's disgruntled. You still see them. That is what they wanted to do. That was the main idea. And you know, Mudim Koma, the Omun Komano, Ubusamu, Jomama, ya Odaya, and a Jomama, and a Nemcrophone. So they started telling the MPP to use the family and friends. Ayoma 2016 woman Obama ne and a Jomama no Ibrahim and we didn't say and a Jomama didn't say and a job. Look, let me tell you, there is this gentleman with the 214. After the late Mills, we all sat down. We had meetings. Dr. Omane Buama had a meeting with me. That look, Bobie, this is the situation. And the situation now very dicey. So then young Gada filled Marshall's for no. It got to a point. Me need John Mahama. I drove to JM's house that morning. No Tamale. Allah is listening to me because that meeting Allah was there, and Allah should forgive me. There are certain things we need to talk about. Me busa JM straight that look. Chairman, this my brother. Say. JM showed me evidences, documents. Also, look, Bobie, where what is the issue? You are using Land Cruiser from Atamel's time. Every Aibiano, almost changing Land Cruisers, Emma a government appointees. Then they put those cars back to a government pool. Why, J? They will use no. After transition, Emma government for even that time when you took party a friend is a position, you are still living in government bungalow, and your mama was like, no, you can't live in government bungalow as party executive. Say NPP for who are and yes that is not governance. The party government bungalows are mainly for a friend
government official.
Exactly. Your mama bonnet bakunio. The bonnet bakunio. Look, I drove to that bungalow. We had a meeting on these issues, and I was like, look, bro, look, let's get over this and move on. Yeah, why you my
Kwabena, and some way here Ghana for.
I'm telling you some of the reasons why.
Me
say,
Sandy Pan who here been here Ghana for.
Come in. You see, say almost can't say no. Ebi na obusa and say, "Dear Ben Kran, why? Wow, you ready for years?" So those who are out there, they know. Look, Ashanti region. They just want to make sure. And Ashanti region, yesterday we had an intel that Ashanti region.
Okay.
To make sure say John Mama votes, then it will be like Ashanti for do for say Ashanti for na ninje. Ashanti for na to about this war Ashanti region.
And Tuesday.
Oh,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Dwene kra no a omode machinations no insist so utumi say purely a dumb. It doesn't make sense. And do for his people, they should listen to some of us and listen to us well. But that they can, there is no way they can break John Mahama. There is no way. If they have a genuine issues, they should come forth. We will discuss it. And no, Solomon Kasa Jina, Kasa 2012, not 2012 there, no a good communicator. And as I said, the only good communicator. Solomon Kasa, not 2012. your mama no LED party no dey call elections no ono anya de wo ya de ono anya de wo ya de what are you talking about ono anya de wo ya de what are you talking about
Solomon Kansa nya John Mahama na be president enye NDC na ba power wo Solomon Kansa we sika de koto viet is na use viet Kwabena sankrofo no mu hu hia Ghana fo say Ghana no Kwabena de bia na hu tote an mo kan it's not about NDC o Saturday election is not even about NDC. It is obi se wono de se wo yaudie bi wonimu se nibuofu obeskata niema NDC delegate no mo nya agimi for because NDC delegate no say Dr. Kwabena do for no wo ye irrelevant ma wo mo party nim. Dr. Kwabena do for e dey na Saturday elections in impact ye dey. Dr. do for impact Kumawu Atiku. The impact Kwabena ye dey delegate me say NDC delegate Ashanti region Kumawu ono ne ba flyer what the John Mahama e dey be when you
say fake yate
no fake but say poster na che dey who flyers bia banner o ma ya
picture is fake video is fake
banner yes videos the last time you who videos banner ya banner e wo program asiwo sa so one banner e ka ho wo dey Kwabena fa nkonko to nchen Ghana has a NDC delegate Kwabena Dr. Dufo ehu hia NDC delegate say yawo say when you sika ye finance no ba me achidifo ne di na chie wo mom di na chie mo ye ba me achidifo ba me achidifo ne di na chie ene when you sika ne ye finance wo ye delegate ya GBD na ayi Ashanti Regional Women Organizer nyo na be peke ne forms man o be peke ye yes what di na chi so o pe Dr. Dufo because one no say Gloria no onim say Dr. Dufo ntimi melidi NDC Dr. Dufo na enti ne ya ne ye kama ni kokosi old age Kwabena ya kama ni sim enyini mpanimfo ho onyini anatro ne abro wodi abro Dr. Dufo wanyini wodi abro wodi NDC generation abro wodi abro eya abro na wodi eya deliberate wodi abro
omo carry fighting into 2024 but I can assure them they did it in 2016 2020 Baba Kamara don't try but we are gathering more strong men for 2024
election 2024 there Ghana versus well you whoever obey NPP and presidential candidate
and it will shock them. Anama, thank you. As a live Accra 100.5 Citizen Show, a quick one. Let me do this. I have other colleagues in the studio. Tony Breeze is no more to them, so Ghanaian shine your eyes. Okay, so Tony, that is your what do you call it? Opinion. Nelson Brico is here and Kenteta is here. Udedoji it's on your Facebook page and other members. More are joining our Facebook page. We are grateful. Some are joining and we have a lot to talk about. I say go pram who papa. Then another place also no very tight. Pro East, Dr. Kwabena Donko, and we hear Dr. Kwabena Donko is struggling to survive. Adawudu constituency, so and will be from Yeketa. Then a friend is Edem Agbana constituency or Kankwe South, and so another cracking center. And Yasim Kuma. So we will deal with the main top issues. Then later no, constituencies in Yumano na yako. Leso Akwaba. My name is one antimune pa. One antimune. And I've been working. Sure. I know you have been working. We have Dr. Mary will say former deputy women's organizer Ashanti region. And so I say, Doc Akwaba.
Yeah, me never.
Now there's a real man yet biti ayu.
If you did a bit and I could find
if you right a real man yet biti you you know in Iran the Mujahideens they have this one of their warlords. He comes out once in a year Yeah. Say, once almost sector commanders. Almost sector commanders. So they fight the militants know to me and once in a year now Wababonti no Wababa issue kakra. So na I anti no Wababa we me biti Wababa bako. All right, so ejamu to akwaba boko there. So the problem. Anyway, so a quick one. There are issues. Minim say Kwame, Mami Electoral Commission. Petition. They call Electoral Commission. Get me sir letter. The doctor don't form letter. We call Electoral Commission. Now there's a strong. He said Dr. Dofo and team, they are doing everything possible to make sure that Saturday and their elections, thank you, that's good. And their election, baso. They are doing everything possible. MPP, sorry, NDC in 24, they are in a meeting. They are trying to put things together. Almost say Dr. Adolfo 70 be at the buy, yes. The modifications they need to do in normal so obi nim the other complaint of best idea baby. So the crowd the buy normal yama. Unfortunately, Dr. Adolfo and me and that this constituency may crowd for near deny or more registration or whatever. But we don't know exactly. And one is almost the flyer be naman crowd be any minute that's all. And obviously, then will be with dinner and Nimunda, so you don't get it, but that's fine. And then we have a letter dated Friday, May 5th, 2023. The chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Rich. Okay, so a request for the full complement of voters register for the impending presidential and parliamentary primaries. And the quick one was signed by Kofi Kukubo. I mean, read it through K2AB. Also, we write with felicitation and in respect of the above above something per an earlier correspondence dated April 17, 2023, a request was made to the NDC party headquarters on Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023 for the voters register as stipulated in the regulations governing the upcoming elections. As the base document that will determine the eligibility of the appropriate voters, and as per the procedures associated with our national elections, we made the request to be able to come through and be very satisfied with the register. So which means per their claim they have not even seen it. So I don't know where the inaccuracies and whatever they are talking about. Based on the letter of May 2nd, 23rd, a meeting was convened at the NDC headquarters on Thursday, May 4th, 2023, at which some information was given to Dr. Kwabena before team. Some information underlined. So a cursory analysis of the information given us further confirms our concerns about excessive anomalies in what the party is presenting to the EC as the voters register. We are by this letter drawing your attention to possible legal ramifications of the actions and inactions of the NDC Elections Committee. We wish that as the body that shall supervise the election, you bring all key actors to an urgent roundtable discussions within your ambit to iron out the issue so as not to be ambushed in a minefield that has catastrophic consequences. So it goes on and on and on and on. Alexa Ebenezer Ben Hills, Moses Manfo Crenso, thank you. Social media handler, thank you. So, Listo, quick one. Minim say what read the letter to NDC headquarters and their letter to the EC, that is from the four side. But so them can kind of. I think almost share on my is to make sure that on 13th the presidential, that's the flag bearer elections, no, Emma. And what the MPP is looking out for is to use the court, the judiciary, to support the forum, to delay the process, frustrate John Mahama, and make sure say it will drag 2-3 months. They are looking for injunction and other court litigations because Matisse Omoka said they will make sure say November and MPP for no, they are looking forward. So they want to drag the process so that John Mahama will not get the ample time to kickstart the campaign. And they are using Dofo and their team to do that machinations. But I know you have read the 2 letters and some of the issues you have picked from the ground. Medili or Mumi and Ansah, the Dr. Mariam will come and do those work at the top. But
well, Kabra, my main faculty is for me. Many other journey, war goddess. When they were powerful, I my reading in me, my reading. In fact, the first letter, no, I thought say it had come in good faith, and maybe there may be no, and who say I could tribute. Kwabena and force into New Ma and Ukashri any. In fact, say Bibi war register Nimuna say a sin to prana. There is nobody in this world by any stretch of imagination of which Miaka say is going against one of the candidates or any one of the candidates. Aye, Senya Wakano. Trimupobia Nipa Womutirimu or Dene. Yeah, Omotai NDC. Na Omaye wolves in sheep clothing. Yeah, Omumpe NDC ye. Na Eka Omonko Nanka Ubiti Sajo Mahama. Eka de beti crampo nenya me say oh waje ne cry friend nsem no ontiase.
That's true.
Na esan se enye nipa adwen ene nyame adwen nti ena esan se de nyame ehira no ye monidua na se bebo ni dua mpokura na se bi nyankopon ana se nananu beso mu a enye dofo ne bebo friend sen owura mahamadua enu nti ehihye ya o ma hihye ne nyina no ayekwa de nti ameka sa ayekwa ne se there is no perfect institution in this world. Kwabena, but anytime you get close to perfection, I think as human, we can mark it and mark it with an excellent mark. Because, Miminim, say, executives here, NDC are to Abamo. They will not sit and watch and muddy themselves in that water now. Rather for try to want that picture be painted. No, Miminim sa. And I mean, say, I've been born in so by creating more autonomy. And and your man would do a much share and in Guasion person be good to Mahama. A cow, person, a bed done so. And what be decided for? Senya, any dear, any akumapa. Ura John Dramani Mahama or was say Enuntino there was say or call rounds crack your campaigner. Karame mene Ura John Mahama co campaign in Ashanti region. Na minimum yaba winning in a coin. Abredu baby at me or cherry na ucha can kuni got yes or cotnasia. Ebimu crack say oh. I can be a crank man in your campaign because you're finny. I feel you na ache. It's here you say I answer him. In fact, sir, or introduce ne ho eka the nti a waba omutimi ka say openi oh how on say there. And so it's not as if it is something to sabi make it look as if say esrobi ewo baby say obi ti say dofo na say me kura me nya ndc ni me kofa ndc card and then na me qualify na me contested dofo me beat no me beating with a very huge margin because everyone sees the irrelevance of his cause. So purposeful your friend is saying intentions are Kwabena and yeah ni usu ni oban and a betre o yeah ba opposition me de me ho kan list for because me ma ba power by my opposition from 2017 yeah ba no Kwabena everyone in this country has heard me speak to issues in this country. Meboa, can you pull a story until very recently about the four? All can Ghana for who near whom he hear Mukum once and just once. Now the HS Debiano, Puduan shit, nay nijo. Or say for Nusu and a tidu for him. Send your bonsamian in Numano, Sape Pepe. Etiada or discuss it to the public say he has intentioned to run for the office of flag bearer in the NDC, you know. Who the spokespersons? One ya aside for ya obonsam su principalities na no mo NDC mu a ese dun ketia oni bonsam ntimi ntena waya mo nyina se no mo nyina fine no mo way out of the NDC, no. They began speaking for him. The few ones that were inside the NDC now omo play along that tendencies, no. One will say omo nyina ako group. God in his wisdom, no, is grouping the satanic from the godly. I don't know. Obi said John Mahama, hey, no matter how you throw the mud at him, and stick it. Now go no mad proof atare. And you know, no matter how you try, when you go ase, e bedwam. And now go so no. We said that ya ma when you be go ase wo bedwam afa upie kura na nwanse na di wachi. Tin sama wo keka. Adan ya enkofuo bi omo pictures aba, omo animu aba. So omo pictures ama. There be mpacho. Ore se dun ketia ne amatenum ne omo hwe sa office ne so no. Pepacho o maka chi obi se album bia ready. When something is being done, Kwabena obi wo kra wo horo ne ka wo horo free ase. E make sure say wo di nsu agu ho amanwe wo ka no ase nyina afi ho ansa no abehoro body. Mebo obi wo so horo body ni wie na wakɔhyɛ ase na wahohoro owi a watu nsu agu so. Obi wo wa wonum ne nkwan nyina ansa no watwitwa ne fufu adi. Obi wo so odi fufu ni wie ansa no onum nkwan. Obi wo wa di fufu ni nkwan ne nam si n'animu a obedi ka we aso nam nyina wie. Enti so obi ya ade na a process na end ya. Why do you raise doubts about Nipani credibility or the competence of that office? It makes no sense. Something is being done. It's not as if something has been done. It is being done because they are still in the process of say you na obi abehu say album nie. You don't dictate the pace for the executives. So you don't. So the point is say at the crowd no almost say party no tia no. Is it that the party gave Dufo team no a different album and they have a different album they come out John Mahama. So you see, so if you stretch it to that and you expand the discussion, it will be very insulting to discuss Oradofo because Sebi or a penny, and like I've always argued no. I think say I was a penny bia yen in penny ne. Ya boatin janom ne ne nkofo kokunum ne sa alotenum ne awe no omdidi na chi no. Kanafo how say on say there be a catch us MPP for no name we mu na almost share sanko for no. When a fool is planning or they say will be a plan against is also as foolish as him or her. Also obi a onim nyansa no or ye bibia na ne plan ne nhyehyɛ na ɔde bɛyɛ saa deɛ no ɔde tu dwa a ɔdwe sɛ obiara san nhyehyɛ ne bɛtia ne biara gyimi te sɛ ɔno a. So they don't see the end from the beginning, they see the beginning from the end. Gyimi for saa no behave. We have only category of 2 persons when it comes to gyimi for. Deɛ ɔno wagyimi paa no ɔbɛyɛ adeɛ no sɛneɛ ɔno fii sɛ ɛbɛboa no ɔnwe other person ni ho but deɛ wagyimi kakra bi no ɔyɛ a na ɔhwɛ n'akyi sɛ ei adeɛ a meyɛ nyɛ wo nti ɛbɛkye me ɔno deɛ wagyimi kakra na wei ne deɛ because kwadu a wobɔ yi I don't see why the kwadu is at your person. Ɛwodofo bi de wo yɛ dɛdɛ bi obi antimi fa ma yɛ president Ghana ha na ya de nim wo yɛ hwɛ na yɛnim ewuo sɛbi yɛgyimi nti yɛnim ade efe ni wo wonim ade a nti yɛhwɛ akufo ado ɔteɛ nsu wonim ade a afɛn toto yɛ ho sɛ wo kasa kora yɛ ɔden wo kasa kora yɛ ɔden wonim ade a how do you solve problems
wonim ade a me nwa yawo wonim ade a yɛ me ya pa wonim ade a yɛ me ya in this me ne ya boatin jan and especially kokonyi do and everybody knows like agra yɛ di wo kroma adeɛ baako akokunum ɛka ma yɛ nyinaa tias and me da so gyina me nan so wɔ saa asɛm
because you are principled.
Look at Akufo-Addo's age. Go to Asempa FM sisi a sekosi chumbedi no kure no mu yi kokwa yi do interviews about Akufo-Addo's age. That time when Akufo-Addo was saying say 68 or say 70 years old. But not so I asked myself, what happened?
I remember he even discussed the fluidity of the human mind.
Yes.
As far as psychology is concerned. Yes. I remember.
So people say
and how crystallized a brain can be when you are young.
And these guys, the brain woman says say age and bibia ubetumi abako kura egumpa so ebu oman.
No, Kwabena, you see, no.
I don't get it.
You see, sometimes some women are not for you. Look at his age. 117.
Yeah.
Honestly, only Ansah picture before. Do you think Nana Forjo will ever attempt to want to do this?
Because
Ansah, and then you need Kwabena akwala kitikitibi to say meba Marvin. Omudo Mahama o TV so eradi nyame. Ezo wa hwent tie Kofi say eja IPP a. But Omudo Mahama otimi hu say this is the man. Akwala kitwa no. And if you come and discuss Mahama in that tasteless manner, now look at me say when you need. No onkola o mo jimi no mu nyina ni ewu. Ebi be nyini. Eti no age na sem kra de the competency no. Any baby ya drui. Na wo hwe baby a sabi wo do for you na. Why di na odi ko gina so campaign? Why record? Record ben enne Ghana for mebunu nim.
Now
ya boy NDC na e dey record e na babunu a okoto aba no obegina so afa NDC ho.
Now they are claiming say omo no ye atamels for
my mails. Mails tiasia we num ko be bom mu a friend say
how can Mills sit down with Gabi watching down and eat
and plot evil against this country?
How?
They are anti. And so I want every member of the NDC, especially the delegates of the National Democratic Congress, nyame ya aduma memenda ombekwa kotwaba edia yo muken before, to treat all the happenings, especially so there's so many letters that they are writing, with the contempt they deserve. Because baku kure ni wonu mu anyansa wo mu. Everyone should get prepared. Na monka motam emo ano. Oyefo benwa esi dua nya wo a ebe wo wani no ye tu ase na ye sensene ano oyefo ben na hu na ye na duro ntem na kame no na enuoma hyehyɛ ya mo hyehyɛ nyinaa mo konkomo aso na mom enye wa adwen sɛ in the name of democracy nti sabi ensamfu bi ani edi akire sika de omo de bi beba papa de matie kwana they are ready say dollar nyina besu
I see
omo de beba mo nyina muni mo kura hia mo che na do fonso ni tiri mo den the way a party NDC pa opportunity adofo nya ye senka me na for do nya sa opportunity
so the ahonto project
ahonto dey
claim that
obi a won timi hwe ne worker no ne worker ho ato no obi a ne worker so ntwa ne ka waja worker Bible say odwuma ye ni akatua fata no oba junior kra twa ne ka junior how many times does he work wo mom ko sam wo mani mfifire eye adwumaden e make sure say sika ne beba no omo ye adwuma wo ntwe omo ka oso de ahoto wo workers omo ho ato omo wo sai kokromoti hu kobopo wo worker ono ye wadwuma ma wonya aduane die ma osakọ no hwe o yire ne wo ma no wo ntwe ane ka na we are go gina NDC executives any police station for ne friends branch for akacha mo say me boa mo pa esan so mo opeso mo ye ye nti on kenoforata adwene ne bia o mo se kenoforata na transition ne bia wono akoto canopy ni nkonya mungu na mo fansie mo ho mungu na ode nyuma sa atachire ti mo wu a mo nko han machine a mo de bebo anwum e ma mo nko han nkonya mo de be ye yie e ma mo nko han canopy mo wu a na mo de sie mo ho what am I say
yeah
enti no me de Kwabena the least we discuss about him, the better.
About for raise 95%, 96%.
Well, I think, say, John Mahama is likely to score beyond 99%. I'm saying
beyond
so
99.
Beyond 99 point something. The ones that ABA on scoring now a rejected ballot. Any a few and conform when this more my dream more ha. Yako do for bit my dada. Me NDC delegate yankofa some I just opposed the two, the NDC delegate and the MPP delegate. MPP delegate obetimi agiska akofa Akufo-Addo abesiu so because on reason
the MPP
delegate no onim nyansa ye de to aba say me koto ba wi ba betu petrol mama me ho akere me wakwa agiska e na ode Akufo-Addo abesi ne so e na ene waye kokotra ka abesi ye so ye tete ye ha yi ba MPP muna senka John Mahama wa e ka John Mahama ko me president o nyansa we omompe John Mahama nyansa wo ni tirimu e na kan MPP for koto ni so aba omomu wo bi onim nyansa kra de you intimidate them the more omo pro bi na adwiri mu oha je oba be wi oman no no ono so na adwiri mu oha nti no hwe obi je se na po this was a pauper obi otiri kwaja by scholarship co school and also a billionaire because they have seen Akufo-Addo as a weakling na obetimi ababe man panin no so anya kwan awi a oman no sana MPP delegates adwene but NDC delegate me say na adwene mu do. How would the four convince the NDC delegate to vote for him? Na adwene mu do. Now say na be delegate kwa NDC mu no I don't know say magic no me e choose omo. These are very sharp brains. Omo IQ was ro few ones now IQ wo from no omo na bi adofo adada omo na omo so action say we beto ama na de wa we yenko kumase yenko me amikrom Ashanti mem eti yenya obia wa Ashanti mem so ko support dofo wo de wa ahwe omo mi dofo achi omo ye pension ape the whole Ashanti region omo says the whole region eti me I'm looking forward to the number 6 pen ombina 6 no krampuni you say repented ones biaba. But I don't know. I can't vouch for because me ni power what Tima could do for HD mean to me vouch for him or her. But almost vote near welcome. Aside from that, many of the votes that were supposed to have gone to the phone are rejected ballot. In fact, the phone no. The vote near rejected ballot. The phone Kwabena the phone and Kasa the vote the rejected ballot because Oh, a tiny any brainy any bre ah oh a prankensma na ni kakraka. Or head John Mahama ah Mahama. Akufado any brainy bio. John Mahama a president na me president. Or head John Mahama anymore. Ah, now I hear John Mahama. It will crown when in ye. But obey John Mahama. Ewe any bre kwanso. Abusa question say aden na John Mahama yep man penny na medrofo me amabo bra sa na obeka hu na Mahama we hwan oti busa sa unse ne nkofo no ne omudi nkoma edrofo wa bobra ah senka John Mahama na nya sa opportunity na adrofo nya knowing how philanthropical he has been even with the widow's mite no can nipa nko do ma si mapoma bia no kenya bi nie ya on saying or more politically what raise you more on saying
all right thank you
ya what ija or no we failed your friends organizer as parent ukobusa ya what ija ade me papa ewu ye me kwa ye on e boa me we ntie delegate nko jina so nto abama o ka say NDC delegate na adwini mo ha we refuse delegate na na to abetia wo because wo no o ma hu sa wo mo na ma adwini we na da trim or me papa wu ye or boa me ma me ye yi
do for boa no
I man ye yi
so that's the only reason why
what delegate what say delegate no enko to abama do for say sa no papa wu anu aba yi we
I'll come back to you later. I on top so minim said sir to let's see from the four camp where we debate then other issues and their attempts to sabotage a 13th Saturday elections. I know I'll pick some few intels.
Of a didn't come a mentia a tea for near her phone. List to a casabe 30 minutes. Will be our friends himself. Rebata bia.
To one per rebata bia.
Rebata and rebata to my man and bra.
Will be out your time.
Because many bonnet.
I said, and Ramen catcher say. Ramen catcher say. Yera do for already or a failure. Nananda dear yap han say. Nipa bisi sunabebo bra. Now be winning guasim. Se wudi kan e sha bra boase.
That's too strong.
I mean chim. Wo sha bra boase. Na se wodi ahokyere ne anim guasim po sha ase a. Na wie na animunyam a ya na eye sini se obesha ase fefefe na wako wie na esebi anuguasim na ho na doctor before okeka ko enra me tra ka se ye radufo enkrofo atwa ne ho ahia nyina ye failures oni losers ena e manage no me Bobie profile Solomon Ansah ntimi manage NDC communications when NDC was in power. Solomon Ansah leadership as a director of communication, communication officer at NDC. NDC lost close to 1 million votes. Upon all the project NDC 4 year. Ubisa say blueprint ben or the two or ma say be only predecessors a me a year a brand tears a me jamfi or fire. Even no but Sami Jamfi, the first time, we manage NDC communication. Emma, all the rig in the course of 2020. No? The vote difference was not 1 million, it was 500. It means Sami Jamfi will bring at the NDC better power. Okofa Solomon Ansah and our managing doctor before. Fifty as a propaganda secretary, when I manage NDC communication from opposition to power. And as Solomon Ansah manage NDC communication from power to opposition. And as Sami Jamfi is managing NDC communication from opposition to power. And to one baby Adeneko. Offer your boy Tinjan, the same thing. Kwakwa Nyidoho, the same thing. She said Kwakwa Nyidoho said, Professor Mills. Official land be do no akoda na so a obi ehun in relevance they say na so kra busuafo age say na no kopa ho che
but he is relevant to his family so that's okay
what say
he's relevant to his family
Omo na mu fi se kwakwa nyi de hoyi se bi o mbu ade o kasa ma ha mani basa basa no. Nkwana mu nkobusa de yo ne papa sitie. Nkobusa so ne papa mpo kasa na.
Which I think a family issues.
Family issue.
You have your own family issues.
Yes, family issue.
No, but you have your own family issues.
Charity begins at home.
Yeah, but you have your own family issues.
Charity begins at home.
True or false? You have your own family issues.
I have my family issues. You can
so
dig.
Let's leave those
you can
issues
dig.
out.
You can dig.
Let's leave
those
politics
issues out. No, there's nothing like private life. There's nothing like family life.
So you have.
Adentina obi ba be ya ban adwuma. Ye boka ema national security for koye ne background investigations. Why? Enka fa ba ho be.
Yemfa obi a no obi nkasa nka ho.
Nana.
I have never seen it.
Nana.
We have come close to national security.
Nana.
Obi
nkasa. Obi ne papa ya.
No, it underpins the character trait.
But no obi nkasa de national security for koye kufa the background. No papa de ne say go the president.
Na say anu na yes na say anu ye kan.
So the point is that yes.
Na the person me try say
Edambo.
Na the person say Edambo obi nan sorry prekope no abodam. E sha se fi baby na kowie baby. E na me try say ye redufo is already a loser because he has been surrounded by losers.
Fine.
And one of them is Kwaku Anyidoho.
I don't have any problem.
Well, you're one of them. Omune managing Dr. Dufour.
And I think Alote also lost his position before.
Alote Jacob failed NDC. Regional chairman. NDC was holding majority seat in Central Region.
He showed all
out of 23. NDC kuta majority. Alote Jacob turning in our money come and sape.
You don't go the free. But why you free for? Why you won't be free? I can't deck on the trade of HA.
And then NDC for a launching campaign. I will Cape Coast. Now, or launching a meat pie and in the hotel, I will Cape Coast.
Meat pie.
And no hotel.
Almost your mama, the uncle that thing.
I don't tell you.
These
are the people. Alote Jacob, Yabwa Tijan, Kwaku Anyidoho.
Grateful beings.
Mumusa Omwana or Mote Castle. Professor Mestam Sabra, Professor Mesio Mampenina Mahama, ye Vice President. A Kwamade Mahama, a faso. Alote Jacob, Yabwa Tijan, Kwaku Anyidoho. But with all this, Mahama be a president. Of a Abuatija appointed World Cup 2014 can be. Moko ba $100,000 in a chiche. Nunya bi. Kwaku Anyidoho. Mahama. Esa ma baby tina yo. Bangalo na onya beduma kra na ata ba bangalo mu. De ya bobra. Na ata ba bangalo na anu ya no mutu wo.
Ofriwo Ansah and you know one of the issues I did before no buy because I had the opportunity to ask JM about those issues and he explained. Say if you are there, Kwaku or there, GIS are there, Meneno and network. And the issues are as two friends. Yeah, I'm so sad because I felt like no.
Nana se ubuwa.
Kwaku and and John Mama believed that this is governance.
That is it. Se ubuwa.
Separate friendship.
Ubuwa. Nana se ubuwa. Se si a we adwuma wa Accra FM. Na se Accra FM for ma wo car. Na se ne ye terminate appointment. And that's all resign.
From so.
For the company Japan nyina fam. Koshini na be ko so atena ho. Ti se eye MPP na ohini to. Oye deputy, oye general secretary ku 4 time. Oh. Oye general secretary ku 4 time. Na MPP ba mu no da so ti aban bangalo no de bangalo no. Awana na yiri ya shitoton.
No. Aya ye current kakra. Just be abreast with time.
Oze.
Who you say wa hanu asan but you say ho.
Oze your friends contract no 10% no. Oze a kickback or so. market test there over percentage commission
Akufo-Addo I resigned from government. Now Professor Mesa Baba in 2019 and no say aban chase Akufo-Addo ne kwaji aban ka se won ho. Enti se obu ho a woti aban bangalom na se wonya adwuma ma aban bie mu a utu. So kwa nyi do ho na no tie. Alote Jacob. One in the profession, the level of education, but NDC managing no man kwatena ECG board so
educated fisherman.
Because say educated fisherman without certificate. What na board no so contract ahodo e-blocks ahodo ama see Alote Jacob. Enya fa central region mun kwana mun ko check hwe. These are the people when Mahama was vice president.
Ingratitude is a case anyway.
Yeah.
Obu efe no buo. Baby Mahama packing the car as a vice president. We kona kwakwa nyi do hode ne car kwa kwahye ho. Ni nyina happen ya ba Mahama. Ambi na de bia make am say people don't really know Mahama. Now how are we say sometimes Mahama bet me bibi kakra to say Akufo-Addo. Kabadi say mumba biran kamada na bubuafo. Sebi en kabusiafo be form afrim pa so abeto form na pepa na tomato so ki abuma muma bubu nanso Mahama de enya ne style of leadership na we be da and these are the people failures enti simu a nipadomu yi etitu ne anim difu a wo mu yi wanya nkrofo bia say failures losers and manage wo na yeredufo Wodai yampo wa hu nyame.
Some point of correction. O parka say mirror before. Me de enye mirror. Nti yewura no. Wodai
yampo wa hu nyame. Na ne ayabutu wo. All the appointment wanya wa ba mu nyina no. NDC fo na appoint wo. Ye kwade nim se Dr. Dufo ne nim se wo ye MPP ni. Sada no mo keka. So wo ye CPP ni.
Yes, CPP.
Sane katre so ye CPP ni.
Yeah.
Ebra wo cross the carpet be ni si de no obi ani. Okoye governor Rollenstein. A appointment. Professor Mays finance minister a appointment. One contested position bia when this mu da. Wouldn't him be a friendly delegate. You build your business empire through NDC.
Through PNDC, NDC. What did you watch? Meaning what did you watch?
Obian who benefit wa NDC more than Dr. Kwabena before. If it thinks I have given back to NDC, it's never enough.
Me too, I work as a CIO be sending me a message from Eastern region asking me say, "Omo baby, omo chinya." Do for ni pe be say, "I 2020, say 2060, omo jo mama $5 million on fanye campaign."
And omo Akufo-Addo say,
"Eshampo." Esha,
and omo Akufo-Addo say,
"Monsieur Esha, don't for $5 million."
Under Dr. Dufo as a finance minister, Blasters, enye Unibank, nanya official bank edema Blasters. Omu bonus to sinong kranyo na omujini nyina di free as a finance minister. Obi bia no NDC mu a wa benefit more than Dr. Kwabena Dufo. No originally one year NDC. Ene omranti bremu a yenko bonto anko ye adwuma. Yenko pre branch executive wa anya bi. Yenko pre constituency election wa anko bi. Yenko pre region wa anko bi. NDC for pen crofamo ma contest wa Ashanti region no ma winning more seat one ko bi da. And now when you 80 years anyankopon age of the mae no when you extra time injury time na we. And then also ba kwa pray e we NDC mu. Now kwa pray so hwe suba wo da na di. Kwaku emanya na konhia mu. The wie na MC announcement say wa ho otan wo ne nkunya besesa obi amokwaku di nkwaku su ado si nkunya ne do so do NDC ono na de election ba ono ne kuta register no fa register bi amai what the certificate certified register bi aba
no
adentina kwajo bonsu
but wouldn't very
ensu
wouldn't be very interesting also omo letter no wa mention say NDC ma omo a photo album no or say executives no ma omo document B B
yes
B na it's a document B no and as some dey nyina so no I just wanted to put
Mr. Namakacho say court yanka me so say
the anger of the
me free say and me dream say yanka sa asem no court as you speak NDC for beko regional elections omo beko national congress director of election a committee of a committee so Alessegbefia e hold the press conference watch the NDC number of delegates e kwa kotwaba watch the number of aspirants e kwa kotwaba and then amati NDC for a press conference e bi o maya maybe bi o mo de no update beba o mo fa update bi ama o mo fa certified album bia copy bia ma obi a wa mu ni akumi kokot kwai e dey na su kwan
you say or try the anger of the
e dey na su kwan
adom be yo mo no
sadufuo bank anwu a akufo adu anwu budufuo adwuma kadufuo ni party a your friend NDC say ye ko contest.
Yes, I keep those points. I'll come to you.
Say akufo adu anwu dufuo adwuma kadufuo ni say free contest when NDC say wo se mahama mo no homodin a adentina mahama lusu 2016 na 2018 primaries wa me contest adentina 2020 wa me contest abrante bi me posti ma de no ana o de ato na aden NDC for mahama for na mo mpe aden na musro do for contest na is there any contest na me catch abrante na me abrante no pomini no but we are popular in the NDC than do for though I don't know him. Our contested election will NDC
because he's active on Facebook.
Yes, or contested election NDC mo those who be any no we are popular by winning over before. Party structures in fan onim. Eden onim. Say, me so be dim sikabwa party adwuma no. Obi a wakwa fa so boa o. Obi di na ho odin. Obi de nenkwa enkrofo ya bu omu ku omu after 2016 election enkrofo ya ku omu after 2020 election enkrofo di party wetie edi dem enkrofo maame no omu papa nom ene brave NDC one from PNDC be si ne a udufo wo de be ye governor e de be ye finance minister a san enkrofo no maame no no kuaba ne bentompo manya bi. Yet they are still serving the party. And you haven't done anything spectacular for NDC to hold the party for ransom. It won't happen. If it's a mania, and Crawford give you Sikanma NDC, no one kwao. Sana di ma NDC last election. Do for say me I challenge him. On fa ni kuro mu nsuo mo no hudua. Say 2016, 2020 or to Obama NDC.
Na sign or the boy Kufuado.
Yes. So what's so boy Mahama ni NDC? What first can be a Mahama? Sana de ma Kufuado ni MPP.
What did my Unkola?
So what's it indeed?
What do my Unkola normally call organizing naked party our cantonment?
What's it indeed?
What Bobo my 19 a numano, one with the numerous Sisuano. Bonum free, no you Emma the Bonus.
Said Dr. Dufour say indeed on a savior for NDC. Shadia won't contest election that. Won't contest election that. This is your first time. I'll contest the election in the NDC. And you're being managed by incompetent, failed losers. And they manage you. And you want to drag NDC into the mud. Maybe Dr. Dufour they said that name NDC Amanyuko. Hey, NDC Amanyuko bia. It is a bosom.
I just said it's a bosom. I am bosom.
Nobody can fight NDC and survive in Ghana's politics. Nana Credward Rollins almost saw no so the same of Abuati Jai. Mo Funka Games.
Funka Games now Abuati Jai or Mills.
okay one no mo kumase omo so no so phrase ba for mo oh yes yeah phrase
Bafo by phrase
hypocritically or yet na allegiance na kunadu.
Why do you call me a hypocrite?
Omo didi na mami fi ene kabasta ne okono konya 3%. Was it 3% near true reflection? And to be quite in party. And okoti NDP. The first attempt when me crown fail presidential nomination forms and disqualify. And now where's NDP? You be catch say aboa papo na ye deputy national communication director. Ebe sine nim director of communication. Da aboa papo cross the carpet be MPP obi anim. And when the deputy communication director MPP. And now where is Nana Kunadu Rollins? Missing in action.
Oh no, people are born issue. What does you catch it?
Oko fire rabbit zedemo amuda no machima NDC during 2008 election. Omo koko pimi. Wasaba NDC jina no ye MP. And na ko Francis Esiam. Na no mu yi na disu awosu.
Francis munya buche encha beba.
Hwesu awosu.
Obanso amonye no.
Aho kire. And you can fight NDC and survive. Now one can't no. Election with Dr. Dufo, who do open this delegate no munyi nyina ntungo muntwam na nya wuni ofiefo kwa yere no man no nana no office
ni nana ba
any wadwuma efo se wutimi nya 10% wutimi nya 10% of one kasa ufie delegate wo ofia ya ni sifo ni election in fama
I'll come back to you.
one kasa obakura okwa election kura on to ma.
All right, live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show, and Dr. Spiel Gabra issue. Okay, so it's an article anyway, and also why President John Mahama deserves to be president, and he has gone beyond even the flag bearer, race. But yeah, Dr. Spiel Gabra. But. Meridi, Mame, the last year, the D point endorsement of JDM as NDC flag bearer aspirant for 2024. That is the last point. Maybe say me read it, Dr. Mary Eusi, so that she can work on it. Last point, D. Last point, D. All right, so we have it. And I quote, I wish to congratulate our party comrades who have shown interest in leading us to election 2024. I also congratulate Dr. Kwabena and Mr. Kojo Bonsu and their supporters for coming out with the courage to present themselves as alternatives to Mr. Mahama. I have always expressed my belief in free and competitive elections within our still growing polity. I hope Dr. Dufo and Mr. Bonsu will gladly work with Mr. Mahama after the vigorous contest, just as all of us who contested Mr. Mahama had to come to terms with our losses to help him in the national elections next year. The situation in Ghana has not been worse since we became an independent country. That independence has nearly disappeared. We need to rescue our country, wallahi. Based on the above analysis and considering the current harsh economic conditions in Ghana, I wish to call on all NDC supporters to unite our resources and strength behind President John Mahama to win the imminent flag bearership contest and also to win the 2024 general elections, unquote, Dr. Spiel Gabra. Thank you, Dr. Usi. Wow, over to you.
Yeah. Father?
Yes, Mama May.
Maybe my fault. I bought me pusa. I bought me pusa. Now, my medical and chair were tea for never shuffle. na ma mentia me ho kani o tie me we very busy but
okay.
we'll make it time so we'll be tie me ewie Kwabena say sa menka enya anopa nsensem a sorry ya Dr. Dofo petition asem a sorry anopa nka no Ashanti region.
Yeah, you told me
because me were interest was some parliamentary candidates be more me senka me dikan akona makoboa wo kakra nsana makotena me constituency na makoye adwuma wo amagye etimi awe ne at least when 100% no kwa 98 and 99% there but me akonya unfortunately ever that be sorry ebe call platform so the first petition is all over flooding social media baby it's very 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 unfortunate. It's very very unfortunate. Me dear me amete he me menya akwanya ene the four family no assign the bree me ne Dr. Dofo assign say oba me ne ba junior assign say onua
yeah
ene adamfo na contest ibe sha ase ne nkofo bebre hwe se me gina ba bia kan bibia na say metro support bi obi anim say me I believe in the competence of John Mahama. At least me hu hwe kra no be your president me hu ani o ma wo ye
yeah
metimi abobo so a Ashanti regional market blocks airport bibia metimi aka ne nyina enti anya hwe kra ye mfa me ne o mu mienu nyina yon kofa ntonchen. Why would I support a candidate like Dr. Dofo? Why would I do that?
Big question.
And mebusa obia wey na nim se odi Dr. Dofo echi mebusa say why are they supporting Dr. Dofo's presidential ambition at the age of 81 to 82? Why? Now it's very very unfortunate because ohia ni ntu uskenifo anke behwe baby aye papa yi abo bredro Dofo building empire said the menu of ma hotoka ya were benefiting from all NDC administrations in them. From the PNDC time as a governor, at Amio's time as a finance minister. Through that, what me build the empire. In Tinkayenim say, you share the normal pension age now. Yeah, papa will chop 60 years will chop. To say I'm in case of what's in a few crown home. And I didn't on the chair, crown, as I 70 years. Ono so wetimi atwam a be do 80 plus. What at all? Ena ni ankasa me papa Dr. Dofo all hwehwe. Ede ya ankasa na ye papa. Me papa no nti me kan say ede pa no wo hwehwe. Because se wo hwe baby a Ghana aduro. Baby His Excellency John Dramani Mahama pagya Ghana koduru ye. Ye sikasem. Ya pomudine ho nsem. Ye security. Ye peace and stability. Na o share baby Akufo-Addo abeti ya me say Bobie Akufo-Addo ati ye kwa ye chi be 60 years old.
Abo
100.
Wati ye kwa ye chi over 60 years. Obi actually won a status about 3 days ago. Was said Nana-Addo made the president and call Ukran Kebeye ne ya because na o believe say Nana-Addo ba obetimi turning the face of Ghana's economy. Into one no ye NDC ni. But also what yes, so my tried Nana-Addo this time. Ena, omu nyina akotro ban Nana-Addo campaign man Nana-Addo buy. Hoping say maybe at that time I na NDC free power na a dollar rate in down. Can Nana-Addo buy yinko on any economic risk rate come over 10 in your mananka 1:1.
Yo. Any?
Yet to grow $100 drew 17. And then Nana-Addo see free SHS. Me oba time me ba wo presec final year student se si ameti he se wo hwe ya na me di phone atu amaso o se na duane asa me di dwa te se de me koton ade ba me ameto no ho provisions ko o se madam ya wo ton ana because na duane na omo de ma wo mo no enye ba fa stock nyoma na sika ne nko nte duane ne ma wo be ko no se mo hu na se video bi ko viral o hwe nkwan ne enam kito bi aneto nipa be 20 what table a wo mo cha ti me ba no da bia na mediane aso and a free education Ghana for gina so to abama Nana-Addo no e wo he eni ho And then education is more expensive under the administration of John Dramani Mahama. So we your bad time said you me your bad time put them kola poly enum. Me share university for, me share high school for, SS4, na me share kindergarten for. And then education is more expensive than even Abuja. And who are buying credit me supporting one. Yemna ya pomu den honsa. And then Ghana. So we need sika ube wu. So we need sika ube wu. Aban we bano. E dey promises na wode ma ye. And then the dollar rate akwo drama pure water wo tete no na ka hia for na no pure water. Na ka ska for anom mineral water e wo bottle. And the pure water, I'm telling you, says California yede, and no pure water.
Funny abro.
Yan share baby a fool, a boy akudru. Se dollar rate cost e can be bia because Ghana high imported bia. It is we share the state of Ghana now. Anka Ghana for anka say na ya castle. Yen se sanke kufa do kwa your mind ba papa obeka se obabi me be kan se me no mentumi anye afi de ma resign pra because so called countries bia based on some of these reasons o anka sa kwa otu be catch yourself resign oko UK ma ye hu do bit me ba 2 weeks no resign because the policies are working out nanka ya ka se o ye fa John Mahama his excellency ono na aye bi da kiemfa ne metna o man yi so na o mestie da first no megie free amana ne oye na do ne na ban e de yakogo kasamle nye abato say ye presidential primaries. Yes, NDC a Democratic Party ye nyina ye gitum Ghana ye democracy ye can Africa democracy. I think Ghana is one of the top countries that can democracy untimi nyi ye mfiri.
That was before.
And ye gitum nso say democracy is expensive. Na saa nneɛma a ɛkɔ so nyinaa wonu deɛ mbɔ na baso mebɔ NDC party na baso because ɛnyɛ democracy ne agye to mu paa ka saa contest wɔ sɛ sɛ ma kwan ma ne ba offer forms ayɛ sɛ yɛmfa ma because baabi aduro no we mean business.
Yeah.
And so NDC for yɛ bie to hɔ ma akwanya sɛ obi a qualify no ɔyɛ eligible to contest no ba bɛfa forms ɛno na ma yɛ papa akwanya a wɔtumi ɛkɔfa forms. Nanka enye NDC party no na ye gi democracy to mu pa na ye se pese ye ma equality ye adwuma no nyama anka se ye stop contest we because this contest na at the end of the day no is going to cost the party a lot. One, waste of resources. 2, waste of time because somebody say here flag bearer we are anka start a campaign. Anki start campaign did ada. And I say Jackie ma me nka bi enti. Okay, what for folks? Maybe
I'm concentrate on production. Yeah, you 2 videos no go. Patch on.
Me will be a time ya papa fa forms na nko for per manual assemble because omonim say me no e wa yonko fa me na excellence wa yonko fa. Into be sure wo frame me wo program so a me say dem. Omumi enu nyina afa forms me dey declare me support e dey ama his excellency John Dramani Mahama because he is the only person at this time maybe Ghana edro no from his experience no obetimi adane the face of Ghana's economy. He's the only person, nobody else. Yeah. Enti offer forms me say okay or exercising the democratic rights as a Ghanaian, as NDC comrade. Wafa forms enye hwe enti metu e mi nyina baabi a because ye papa ne se e bebo na chi anke bebo na chi pa ke betimi abo na chi pa because say na menua ba make also am NDC sika na ka ho am na nkoma NDC sika mo na manya appointment
Wa me ho
mo na mo benefited from the party and where is like giving back to the party what you took from the party.
Finito.
Simple. But what you say? Being a whole governor for how many years? And being a whole finance minister, not deputy. It is a party, no. Even all my DC is quite oppositions. Most of them are contributing.
Now, so cry.
Maybe party,
yes, but what I mean is
that NDC bar power contract crazy and copy paper, and copy paper toilet to Gramina be
but
I'm contributing.
Exactly, that is the point.
It is a papa contributing. Now, mama party in say ya. Now, can one more party a Jumana Maya? I am more benefit here. Money some of this can more benefit here. Any be bad near the party a Jumana. Because we need money to fund the party's activities. And he's one of the topmost beneficiary of the party. And I wanted here, my young can't go. In your bema. Yet he have my file BB every year. Yeah, Chay, Brian, His Excellency Bar Kumasi. Many list over. Both in the first and second phase of the campaign, you did check up and say, we are me buy a metihame who make a Canada mark on the Akuyena fee. Yet me, I can start a national the 2024 elections. I can start a national campaign. Men don't call for there. Yes, say, papa say or petition. What petition say, you postpone Saturday's election.
Yeah.
For what reason? For what? One, he's not the only aspirant I will contesting. Almost year 3.
Yeah.
Almost year 3. Yera, your former mayor, Kojobunsu.
Yeah.
Also your aspirant. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, also your aspirant. And Dr. Kwabena Fonso, your aspirant. Sir, many baby, I will lay any hands on the albums or started complaining. Because to the best of my knowledge, the albums are not yet out.
Okay.
Okay. And baby, and
okay.
Whatever the problem is, these are the same albums I did to your branch elections. These are the same albums I did to your constituency elections.
Really?
And they bet to your national elections. And yes, and they are bet to the regional and then both the national elections.
The same document.
Yes.
The same document.
Yes.
Document no more complaining and one near the two.
Number 2 na the only they ba beto presidential. And one near the be parliamentary candidates. Na no aso the be presidential.
I see.
For anything candidate. And the your papa do for maintenance. Or you be a me respect no so much. Na yire me mama nua.
Really?
Yes.
I see.
Na yire me mama nua na nkofo nim mene no relations. Na yire me mama nua. So our Ashanti region.
Na yire your mama.
Na yire me mama. Our Ashanti region oti mi krom agogo. Me ne tena se didi. But master daddy, menim se sa me ya me kasa ubeti. Kofo be ma wate. Because emre bi mo ye program bi wa ha. Mo wie ya no frɛ me se mo ye program bi atia no nti me frɛ mo. And me panic also me srem. Mo ntwa so. Me ne mo bekas. Enti by all means flyers akwa abonti a onim se mabeka mo ho ha de. Bibi bekoso. Oye papa penyini. Oye me papa. Wa hwe me pen. Ne family okra wonderful family. Na eye me yase wa mankrofo bi a wo maye bitter.
That is the point.
Bitterness ashe wo mumu I don't want to use some words for them. But let me say it just they are losing their mind over their mechanism. Their conscience. Like these are failed politicians. Metia says here na me analysis be. Yenshen Crawford and also His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
And this will be about 98%, 99% openly I endorse His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And then Crawford Bena, you are money ma omu and also an awomu ye team dofo. Yenshe. Why Kwakwa ni do ho number 1. Kwakwa ni do ho ni all transfers towards NDC and Jomama et say. Alote Jacob. When declare so wajai NDC.
Yeah.
When declare so wajai NDC. Phrase Bafo, honorable Phrase Bafo. The utterances towards your mama ni NDC etise. Ene enkofo ya ofa ya boatinja. Eye me ya bebre. 2 times I will lose you nyina me to Abama. I regret voting for him.
Really?
Yes. Because some of these things no my expectation obey. My expectation obey da. olusu ye 2 votes na olusu ye ni nyina me to aba man na me yi free ma ofa ya baby awo bi ya yi me vote free wabam de sankofo we nyina wo makọ contest ena wo mo olusu ena out of bitterness o mo abeg gangi up ena wo mo push yodwum enti me pacho me busa sa team no enti wo mo feel say sa delegate list na wo mo se wo mo de wo mo sa aka me so me feel say enya ma abonten no na wo mo ko ho ntokwa no say ye de sa list no kra ye dane ma wo mo team do for say wo mo fa nkofie na wo mo an compile
no mo famra
omo feel some betimi a win this elections again
abakade kai
omo feel some betimi a win this elections we are
for where
there be so why this all hula balua or the delay your process would the delay Ghana and Ghana can Ghana need as well. Yes, started try to build NDC campaign team so that you bet me start a campaign term dear Pia failed or sono failed MPP government dear free so. Me tenasia me junior was Lewin account say I can't think far. What is it? A dear pan a papa wope. Man say obi can assembly chairman. It's unfortunate to say I had a maybe break it at me. Obi can tell me say MPP for na finance the phone. Me kon talk. Me say no. It's not possible. I don't know the obi here na dey bia na say office nipa no e push kaka na mo the glory name MPP for. It's not possible. Do for now na me feel so want the personal ambitions. Though it's very too late for him no. And who pursue the ambitions. So forget about MPP. And was Mary what ho. But who say after the elections no. Before I can say the figures of Unya no and reflect it the exact way I know expected into a quarter party.
Yeah.
That
is what they want.
Now the MMT is from a very reliable source.
That is what they want to do.
But na me Jin di papa.
That is what they want to
what
do.
What you say? Na me sre, daddy. Me dey me friend daddy. Nko for be friend doctor. For me dey me friend daddy. A dear pan I worship say will be achieved at this time of your age. Any team do 4 of Hayao, Kwaku, First Baffo, Yi Solomon Cancer, a dear pan a musiki to achieve at this time. A Ghana for Nina, the woman ni atoyen so say, yeah, but near be rescue Ghana from this economic hardship. Namo pesa mo yen she ye do breaki and this namo mo buama MPP breaki the 8. They are more no. Doc, daddy, dear mo ye no. Mo bois, mo pesa mo bois. Na mo yen se ya bois. Ama MPP atinya be breaki the 8. Mestre daddy. So what say dear wo ye no is in the interest of NDC na pesa NDC grassroots na ye strong go there. Daddy dear wo ye no emboa NDC. Emboa o. Emboa Kwabena. Emboa Kwabena. Ene Kwabena jina okono e wodobonso. Or contested. Kwabena stand a very good chance to so betimi away. But that the idea we the informations I'm picking they say people are going to vote against Kwabena. So what me petition say you postpone elections where people will vote against Kwabena because of that action. That the Mr. About where you tone said dear ube lusu. Or more a do what ye yedium daddy M1. One no or more political pensioners. Or more juma by ye.
If the election we say a conduct of the phone was on the delegates, no one want to declare
oh no, Ansah to man. I don't know. Assembly may be say, yeah, 2 years. When yeah,
but that's it. I want general asking. You general asking the civil crime. I see that.
It's possible.
Yeah.
And see, me no metinasi na me hear me plus and minus. I'm not getting it. Is it because you want to help the MPP to break the 8? Or you want to just be a presidential candidate,
but Doc, I this is what I see. The idea is not about Mekwako Wini. Let's frustrate John Mahama. Let's make sure say you best say NDC know what the time. No
sir, frustrating Mahama no.
Na pe candidate, and I can see Kokunum team no. They are building something around Kwabena for Junior.
No, okay, Momo the candidate, but they are into Abama no.
That is where the problem is.
So said your work, and if that is the case,
that is where the problem is.
Yay, Ghana NDC, Opio NDC, ni Bia or from Bia, and him say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is the only person I didn't cause some year based on the legacy. Obey me, I win elections now, my. Now, some ne who with team nipa for as a 5 for no. Momo se mom pene manema. Na yen Nusuma MPP 2024. Na mom build them a candidate and find them that 2025. Na 2025 for new draw mobile expect some of us no ye ba support my campaign
that is the whole
no issue. That means some of these actions now are taking in there no or go NDC party no, so they should come out and say we don't want NDC party anymore and any free ho. Now some of these actions no, that is what it means. That is what it means. Some person go NDC party na mon kan kire ye na some dem ka say mo ma John Mahama ma 2024 yes you are candidate ma na che say yakotena fi your party na face out e be fade out enti ye be sre wo mo lose obi ti say ofaya wo lose a wanyini wo kra tena fie na ye political godfather na some of us ye hia nyansa ne adwenkyira ya ba wo nchen for mentorship Trace Bafo why your MP what the minister pay e dey na wo pay
but mama me raise argument enti omo person mo catch say John Mahama free so ba NDC num no ya from assemblyman to MP bepemene no the SCBA won abrabom bia wa NDC mu na ye ne de
daddy
the SCBA and ye ne de the obi aye ne bi John Mahama the obi anya ne bone
problem pa
obi anya John Mahama bone
no so kofa ye ne bi pa na that is the difference between John Mahama and others.
Exactly.
That is the difference between John Mahama and others. Many of them are talking assembly. Was it time I know you're vice president no? Or na baby a packy vice president kano. Na obi a packy wo ho. Wakunya do a packy wo. Ote na no ne kasada. Eba abontenda. And so ebi anka ye wo bia anka wo bete ho asa. But he never complained. He never. That is the difference between John Mahama and others. And to me the masam yetiatia wo. Ochina nyame ya aduma na de ade asa. Ochina homache by 4 a.m. Mesimako. Na yesterday papa doctor do for me de me papa no no. Daddy. Mesro, ochina ma abatwo de mraso. Baby a why akodru bi a withdraw it.
Minimum how close are only doctor do for etie. Minimum how close. Shas here no o try say only ne bekasa. Because definitely what so from
Beka say menne non kasai the entire menne nka anya petition yasem na elections
yes when or yes so
the elections na time I will be declare intentions no frame because we feel say send na menne tie no anka me join ne camp and I catch and say me ntimi free John Mahama chi medi wachi because at this time na ye woman dey only His Excellency nya betimi aton na ma Ghana for beton because me yenyi NDC MPP in 2010 say me ye Ghana ni am floating voter cry ahokyere we no I need a change me pacho what you say I just need a change because me ho kyere me ho hia me your bad time me nya adwuma o but for the past 7 years me a housewife me kuta nkwala 5 me ma me te ase me wo nuanom enkrofo depending on me. Yeah, the one politics ma ya contested the a woman organizer they obi a one problem I know I'm frɛ. And with this economy no we need a change. And I told him say me to me emedi wachi. And if you want to go and contest they count me out. And also okay other massive for my honesty. And I'm no a party list.
So at least nenke no kwa a signal to him.
Yes. Menen the bad junior de kasa every now and then. Maybe I come na kasa. My friend Junior, I catch Junior. Mr. Junior, I need that in kasa. Now, what chance? And that he said,
Junior support your papa.
Junior say na onim because no akwa drobonso. Nti my man that benefit of the doubt say I no because drobonso areas ni be wa. Oba say o frɛ kwa just over drive.
Junior support your papa to contest John
Mahama. I no personally me need say anko no. And I don't want to speak for him. Me pacho what I say. I don't want to speak for him. And yes, so I can't speak for him. because I saw one statement to be from the camp. One day I say me posted to be a year on what me called up also. Me list to a year banners are a year junior GM. And then later from the camp, no more issue a statement to say the bank say no more and a year now. They don't even know those who
immediately as statement they buy and the constituency for now no more time so issue another statement say any no more case or your John Mahama. So when John Mahama
really
opportunity. Yes.
Oh yes.
Really?
Yes.
On election bill is
yes.
Yes. Almost say omunim say ne papa air contest John Mahama. And omo hu say wono waye on John Mahama poster banner kese.
And they were happy to see that.
They were happy to and that day no cry e no mo dwen say junior beba. Unfortunately junior amba other aspirants ne buy but junior they were amba.
On issue statement. On your body now no issue statement. Now on can say flyer ni fake. Na nya no crack. Nya ha na mtie. But on trap na chibila.
Constituency for ne say no munim say ono dey.
How can you distance yourself from Mahama and win primaries?
No. Say they can't vote for him.
Now we need primaries we are for Mahama picture that we town.
Nti obaby nana or contesting no so beto man. Which to me was very unfortunate. Yeah, I Adomako, yeah. Yes.
Okay. And Bobie, I mean to an anything as I'm back, Penamacasm catcher delegate. Master man, person a catcher delegates, and I say, Saturday about one by hook or crook at the basso. As I said, basso. Ma a bebasso.
Says Siana in information say, and Crowfoot free high court, alcohol headquarters.
Aqua serving.
But don't want to be answered. So what's I got to run answer? What's I got to know? No answer.
Oh, because the air cross region will be a near time.
No, the man is trying he's trying the angle of the
I don't have Adam the deal in Sabeka. Into Ubaya once a water who said the Emma make no Dwajima quarter home. And so you bet to up any baby. His Excellency John Mahama will still win 2024 elections. And the Ruba back because Sani Air Kosono, Sana Mihuno.
Do for claim say percentage of Omnibiano, then they will use it to negotiate in the NDC.
For what?
For what?
That for is what? That because almost per se within Omumuno obi any Jomama be running mate from that side, and that is what they claim.
Maybe Tisley go baby do be catch me say Koyobo to say or yes sir because of person running mate. And I'm busa onipa kon say Edin Kwaku Solomon ye bank manager.
Glory meat so oklo on the ground. Meat
crawling meat and then walk running.
I'll come back live on Accra 100.5. Okay, so
CD capsule. What would you
and we've seen the cardinal sin of the Fourth Republic, which is the disenfranchisement of the people of South. For one whole term, they've not had a member of parliament. But even if we put that aside, the people of Ashanti North elected a person to represent them in parliament. This government has manipulated the judiciary in such a way that they've injuncted the member of parliament for Ashanti North. So even though he's the elected member, he cannot perform the duties of an MP. That is a gross injustice, and it's an affront to our democracy. But I want to assure the people of Ghana, and I want to assure the people like Judicial, that is our member of parliament for Ashanti North, that when NDC comes into power, we are going to clarify that constitutional provision that compels them to give up their foreign citizenship before they contest elections. A country's human resource is its best resource, and we happen to have about 3 million of our citizens abroad. They've acquired experience, they've acquired different talents. And why would we have a law that says that if you want to come and be an MP in Ghana, you must give up your other citizenship? Meanwhile, we have a dual citizenship law. We're going to clarify it. They can come and stand for parliament they can come and hold office in Ghana. They don't have to give up their other citizenship to be able to hold those offices. And we've seen the cardinal sin of the Fourth Republic, which is the disenfranchisement of the people of South. Yenya breko na yese odwan opema oyeden osanechi na obabium no ahonde a ode ba no MPP for mu ntina yie na debi ameka se nyame aye jinidi bibi obeye bia ye leto de bia oye enyoma bi ohyehye enyoma bi se na be ya ye di besua enti ensohwe aye afamu yi ye mpanyifo na ka o ma se ma mo se efutu ensakra nipa age se ensohwe edebia meda na me dwen a metimi ho se nyame ahyeda na ode yen fa san so hwe mu na ohwe bible mu mpo a Israel ma eto de bia omaso ye den a nyame etwe saa so no obenya omampanyi bi anaso obi a obedi omokan a che se oye nipa ni ti mo den bible mu ewo ho na wafa omo nsɔhwɛ mu sɛ na bɛyɛ a ɔgye ɔmo na ɔde ɔmo kɔ Canaan a ɔmbɛhu sɛ yɛbrɛ Ansah na yɛduru Canaan enti nsɔhwɛ a yɛfa mu yi ɛm sɛ nyame nhyehyɛ onim sɛ NDC ɔbɛma yɛ gyina nkyɛn na Ghanafoɔ ehu MPP foɔ nso amambo ɛnyɛ no ɛna aba yi ɛnyɛ no ne ehu yi enti emre no yese nyame mre ne mre pa minim se 2020 yakoe enso nyame ne o kire ne se enye sa mre no na nke wose yegitumi no efi se anke yegitumi na yenim se omotu amra kese sei anka yen NDC for ne bekwa kotom enso nyame ma omoto aso no after 2020 ene hu se omo abobosia edisika edi amagana abaye here man enti yen eje ya ankombeka se o munni mamambo mo ba ya yesika sema sei na oni MPP for so eye kokko a obeka se etuntum a obeka se efita enti nyame se emre no so montwen mema na minim se 2024 ebe emre a nyame dia to ho se NDC Ansah amra na mi wogidie se yen nyina ye yedwuma yie especially branch executives so mo ye mo dwuma yie na mo fi mo ani e wo polling station ho na bibia akọ frenchima Yesu Kristo nti inshallah NDC be din ko nemu abato no enti emma mo soro njina ho emma mo mbo maboso ebi se okun ebe yi do or die ezu branches for polling stations so ye be match mu boot to boot enti ne hia se ye de bremo na mo de edwuma no ye de beba na makache executives no se sa ne o ma na ba o mo fa ma branch executives misremo Ansah matia krobi mu sani omane ba t-shirts bicycles moto abobo yani na ba monfama branch executives for Ezu, if it's almost a campaign, no. Men person ye see what constituency be and sense you ha. T-shirts na ba mon farmer branches no. Bicycles na ba mon farmer branches no. Motor na ba mon farmer branches no. Abobo ya na ba mon farmer branches no. Ezu. Ebi say omo na campaign ni she omo san. Me mpese me hu ni esi wo constituency bi. Me call ye and omo ma me complain. Ye see t-shirts ne buy executive back on no kwa ne manyina wo bi. Ne yiri wo bi. Ne papa wo bi, ne mami wo bi. And I said ne mprampo wo bi. Ezu na ube say sa executive no one in the back campaign no more branches okwa branch executives na tuhui obia and shirt t-shirt na omo di we chi free constituency obia shirt t-shirt and twasum minyaya nkamia nkasa men anti branches no so acheche and your madam mamo. And so, me any papa could permit me 40,000 branches. And so, ya de no man ba mediechi my baby Samu say Monsa Casa Nyome Yana. Ezu na nature tour and they say May 13th, yakoto aba eyi presidential candidate no. Na ye to aba eyi ye parliamentary candidate. Say ni afa masum and they say minua Masaudu or say on Ginebium. Enti say nipa efo frobe and 9 meboa and akofa form no. Nipa nsia 7. Yo 6 or say 7 no. Nina asema make an esiso. Anka Ghana mrama kwan say nipa 70 miko parliamenta. Anke de omu nyina koy. And so emrab say constituency bia nipa baako pe. Nti sa nipa 7 ni baako ene ye be yi no. Enti mepe se campaign na ombe ye no atemdidi enim ekuti enim wontwi bi enim yenye ne te se akonwa beto ebusuam ye nyina ye pre na ye yi nipa baako a na ye nyina akabom na ya support nipa no ebi se enkabom eno ena de nkunimde ba minim say na ye gina he ya pro west eni ensem a parliament pro west seat no oso no eni enete so eye entiase ena anya dwum eye nkabom ena na eni yentem enti na enne yete ha yeni NDC MP a ote yenchen but minim say ye de sua nyansa enti ye nyina ebeye kroye ni aye anobaako ni akabom na ya saaje ye seat na free MPP for nsem na nipa bia mo be yi no me de meni be eto pro west ha
Wabatele Accra FM. Yeah, your mommy.
All right, live on Accra 100.5. Yes, yeah, baby. The money has Benya FM Cape Coast, and I feel so. Yeah, Dagban FM Tamale, Fabia FM Kranza. Yamfana Asiema Lembele. West End FM. Yeah, the Omasepa. No quite travel say, where is Pablo? And I don't know why they keep on asking this question. Pablo is there, Pablo is working, and does it. Kabara Joshua, Bobie, the woman sitting there is full of wisdom. I'm shocked. NDC really have such kind of women? Yes, they do. They are there. They are there. Hajia Omaira Said Maranga says one of my biggest dreams is to see JM one-on-one, face-to-face. And this one is coming from Hajia Omaira. Okay, so another comment here, Vivian Upon is here. Thank you, Vivian, for your support on Facebook and on your YouTube platform. We are grateful. Kwabena Bobie Ansah on YouTube. Now, no question says, Koko Ido Solomon Cancer or for your Boatinjan for his baffle. Should be very careful. We will not spare them. With those outside the country are coming home to campaign. Okay, so let me leave the other side of whatever they want to say. My main share other testers. Ruth Jackson said, I wish to see this man one day, and I don't know in reference to which men. Andy Moller says, Commander, I work with an NGO in America, and what we are planning to do come December 7th, 2024 is to bring 3 ships and dock at Lake Bosompi just to carry our brothers and sisters in Ashanti region to 3 days tour. Hey, and here a baby. Okay, so Nimen Satete says, what does this 80+ old man want? I mean, you should just give us a break. Adiko Michael says, Bobie, just after the Tema toll booth heading towards Accra, there is a project going on. And you always see soldiers guarding that place. Yes, this afternoon I've seen about 5 long vehicles parked there. Maybe you can check it out. They won't allow anyone to step there. It's true. On the motorway. So there's no most of Modia Ebrufu Bebre Ufri Temeba is on your right. When you are going, it's on your left. Omodia Brufun Bebre Anna Ebrufono Infin Fumu Ye Bibi Project Bio Debia Soldier for 5-6 egg guard the home. I didn't know any mass road that will be say there because almost I say 3 months, 4 months. Always they are there. Every day they are there. And why not private cars be a babbage now? I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, Francis K. Donko says, my name is Francis from Tema. I really wonder what kind of envy can be this. These people have seen that they can't match JDM, hence this kind of tactics. Some of us are working on the ground for the victory of JDM come 2024. I'm a freight forwarder, and I know what I am talking about. We need to rescue this country. Munir Muhammad Bewa is here with us on Facebook. Another tester says GM is coming like Akai. The elephant is afraid. Simple. Now Munir says, please play the song. Okay, so let me leave this one. David Iyao, David Apomausi says, we love you to the bone. Thank you so much, Dave. Nia Ivan says, Commander, please enter the constituencies and come and work. All right, so we'll just enter the constituencies. But, last one on this, it is just 2 minutes. Back to Dr. Mary Ewusi. Doc, since your call breaking, we're trying to pick some few signals. And it seems like the requester, Dr. Duke, for the national executives, they are not ready to budge. They won't accept it, so they are trying to use court and bailiffs to serve the party. But the suggestion say the party almost say we want to communicate to the do team in a plain language that 13th is non-negotiable. NDC is going to vote on 13th, and that's it. That's the new update about.
Okay. Me that's the plan. Me will be answer. Mese also 2 minutes. Make us na hotel me time no be 10 minutes. Me the
because me wa constituency say when you go constituency
me coach na how much.
And yes so you be hu adwuma. Ansah no akọ.
Oje me time ho na we shift Mike no towards you nti me the man because me nua ketwa.
Yeah.
Oh nti sa minutes no me so fama me because okay. Yeah, Bobie. Nti my minute time game. This is the last
me because me baba ye me rap constituency akọ ye adwuma ka.
Okay. Pacho me before me end me ntia me hoken.
Yeah.
To alaji abaga wotie me. Yeah. So you admit ya. Why?
The catch say akonta so ha.
Akonta so oba watch am.
Konta ha. Me hunu kura.
Na wa hwehwe na we hunu de.
Me hwehwe baba me hunu.
List to be check ka we hunu what.
Omeri
Bobie about so many abre
Chasakowa Chasakowa abesra bakas ba chiri ya chiri list weather Chasakowa besra
I no see you
ewo me baby amete no na on say ye ho no ubetra be 3 security gates and something na Chasakowa be fie bia no complain commander nam nyam ni wa na wa profo mi kokro mu ba no mo gina me no mo search me na now say na security man no ono na kasa oh come on ne ya nam high street ya ni police for kasa na we security man we ot ya now say ni okoba me ka bibia nchire
this order the kasa
afedi say that cro okoro na de me kan no fa
odi ya adwuma
tie sa afedi oso wa kokrom oba duro ni kana hwe from na
salute me too.
Yes sir Minia, hey please can I ask you a question? No say Mr. Bobie, come on, you see your brother? No say yes. Hey, you see that all this
you look alike.
I don't see you well. Even now I see you well. My brother, carry on. Chance go we be if you are sre that's chance a day. So Kwabena unim ko bodi papa no
on said dia any a boom
Alaji make I see you well okay yeah
okay on the more serious note delegates NDC delegates and any omo kasa you see at this minute the MPP for ato the current issues are edi o mai nya beto
yeah
because you bet to me abe yi Ghana free oye name a ejina 13th May Saturday ya bato na ye beto no so na me de me ka che delegates ni titru ne ema eto aba ne bi women organizers who comes former appointees a man o delegates make ka che omo nyina na ni titru ne ma de enti amesi so ema ne se obie ene ma ye wo wi Ghana ye ho kire yen o me de me ho kire mi o me ho kire me na Ghana for man so esu aho kire enti sa delegate a ye kwoto aba Saturday we no ma omo mfa ne se omo ne his excellency JDM na enya wo ena omo mfa ne se omo ne Dr. Kwanado for na enya wo omo ne wo mo ankasa ho kire ne omo madache ene Ghana ena enya enti me ameti ha idie me hu ne se obi a wo beto aba ti a JM no no onye enemy of JM but we enemy of Ghana's progress omo a ehye kire epia ye campaign tia ye ntuban hwan ne de injunction omo a try so be push injunction na omo nyina ye threats to Ghana's progress omo ye threats to Ghana's peace and stability because we Bobie ma me kan asem bi ncho me chi asem bi me catch on na train delegates asem delegates adwen e de abaso ye nhwe team before ye papa dofo oyo obi a se enye mfie e na akọ nanim wọ na afemu a anka wo se fata senka obetimi aye omampanyi ekufa do kra bedi omampanyi nanka ye papa dofo nanso at this time ya iwo mu emfie akọ atia no ena ye ta chacha na ye to ma Ghana for to ma Akufo Addo 2016 na ene Ghana akọ ye chi over 60 years no that experiment ene Ghana for enye bio Akufo Addo baaye ontimi hwese ne otena se kra no woda na ye push no sole Akufo-Addo ti wo yi. He is not in control of Ghana's affairs.
Ajiegu.
Otiwa meka say armchair president. Decisions no gabi wacheda ko no mo ne bedi atuo mu na take decision ma Akufo-Addo. Enema ne bi o ha obegina ho no kenkan a otimi hu say ya tro ne de abre no. Ghana baby ekọ no ebi Akufo-Addo so ya abrante kakra na adwen etimi eye ayi a.
Yeah.
Anka nyoma nkọ baby ekọ no. Enti every Ghanaian now right thinking Ghanaian bia woto aba. Ensese woto aba e ma Akufo-Addo age mate bia. Because ono so betena so a e bia onye nipa bonefo e te se Akufo-Addo. But age no be limit no. Ama watena se na nkrofo bi te se in an unlikely event.
So wonim say ote no obeba fie na de so ya branch tu hwe ho yi.
Yes.
But Akufo-Addo to us
because policy bia obeye bia no be affected in future.
But Akufo-Addo to us na aka boni obedi.
No,
yeah.
And I can see that also in how his companies were mismanaged.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yes, because armchair.
Mr. Ojime the time.
Sorry.
Do so no account. Me patcho what you say? Enti Akufo-Addo age no I watena se anaga bi mo atwa wo mo de ba wo mo say your excellency sign here na hwa na wa sign it near the court no mo de ye o man ye kata bukata ni juri mu ni ade no ye mpa biem eno nti na yes delegate say they should vote for JM because of his competence, because of his experience, because of his legacy. Any nya misure woni mu over experiment. If I use the word experiment, I'm referring to Dr. Addo as experiment. Yeah, experimenting anado ena baby ayewe. Na se ebesa akwoto ama Dr. Addo winning there is out. Dr. Addo ye pekra ye mfa book ma no so no anko compile delegate list in that 13. He will still lose. Na emu no ye hwe Ghana message Ghana for chain NPP for chain floating voters for chain comes 13 for yebeto abe percentage a yede be ma his excellency no e be ye message e de ama NDC for 2024 elections. It's delegate for amutie me yesremo do the needful monto abama mo daache mo mane mo nananom mo ankasa mo daache. Come to think of this one. Yenshenko for Tima, think about this way. Tima, edi ye papa Dr. Addo. Mashenko for di na chini nyina wo mo ye dede ni nyina. Foku ani do ho. Fesbafo ya boatinjan any wo mo kan.
Yeah, fan say KK Kabobo team.
KK Kabobo team no. To me they are jobless.
Solomon Cancer.
What am I say? Eno na me di me papa Dr. Addo ehun ya no. Because here papa Dr. Addo at his age oh here bibia wo wi ase papa we ehia ne da ohun hia da upon say MPP for agent bank ne ade a o mo na negotiate because of the media bema papa we ehia ne da o hia hwe
ko na da bia wo Kumasi eno is to work as is it true say Kumasi more ni bank ne dey say Unibank ebo
opening soon
really
me patch ebo sir.
What
my who sir? Oh, no, me picture ni because me phone so meet me forward them.
Forward me producer.
I just me show intimation na medium.
Okay.
Me patch me make point bi. Me say and comfort team do for no. Omo edit Dr. Addo they are all jobless. Into omo for this political campaign.
Which I disagree.
Okay. So me there Koko ani do who say.
He's a pastor.
Okay, let me use the word political jobless.
Okay, fine.
What you say?
Politically jobless.
My finance, I said pastoral way job there. Because me say pastor you but the entire but I don't know.
No, he's serving with a EP.
So almost salary be kaka. But what I mean say when it comes to the political dispensation, all of these people obi enye hwe with politics. Alote Jacob, we call political pension. Ya boatinjan ya pension twice.
What did you come
Pacho me say politics. And the politics political dispensation or humanitarian or what they no more. Oni bibia ye wo emu. So when I work the adwuma no ye.
Ko ye ba mi adwuma.
Alote. It's a fucker mechanic.
or is if I can make it's possible because hoping na me hu say me am tenenka wo hu na hwe of fire politics mu okulusu tu no e dey bi no ye
nje adwuma ye
o dey adwuma no ye
oni jo wa twetwadua
okay mate ena Facebook phone so
nje adwuma ye
make political we know
what
is it wo mo use o time na eso o mo de tena fie hwe o mo nyuma so no so o mo onyuma nka eso o mo de to ehwe so no o mo de Dr. Adufo achi ena mpene ena ye say just to get some money out of that campaign or mudi na chi dey come because at the end of the day o mo kwa campaign baby anyuma bia they will take money from Dr. Adufo into wo mo selfish interest in it or mo mechanism also wo nyina ya chuma okay o mo selfish interest any o mo bitterness e wo mo no and o mo person o mo destroy NDC in Ghana because at this time no what will say NDC no will say Ghana and to delegate mesremo Dr. Adufo when yan time ebia we delegate sam me afa na won so his excellency we to abama no oba power wo benya adwuma aye ana wo benya adwuma ama wo ba mo mankrofo a wo mo di wo mo mra wie emedada mo meme ma mo 100 Ghana ne 50 Ghana na mo nko to aba ne nsai no because when in the I just say Yakupon see from and Yakupon won't see from because of Dr. Adufo team indeed. There is no way Dr. Adufo can become Ghana's president. Until the international say move vote to the man. There is no way Dr. Adufo can win NDC flag bearership. It's delegate I will go to a man or no go to a man for what? Mo koma MPP for message say oh NDC for crowd so ye no omo page o mahama na. Enti mbesre mo delegate amoba. Saturday abatwo no ebeba so inshallah ye beto aba no.
Inshallah.
Ye beto aba no. Mo meto aba no ntoma ne nyefe. Mamu ntie die etimdufo na ayi kwakunu mu die eche ya aboatinja mu die eche a wo mo ankasa wo mu nim de wo mo de wo mabra bo ekọ no. Mu ntie de wo mo ka.
Okay.
Yes remo monto aba no ma his excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na omefa Ghana ensi babiana ode ekọ no a Kufuado abeti akoye eche no. Ye besremo the aka bi e wo ho no after ye internal elections we no ye beba Ghana de baby adru no mu nyina mu nim. Se Ghana betimi aba na chibiem abes yeye se ne na his excellency ahihye ne omade ekọ na delegate for mi gina Ghana for nyina na mu e de sremo. Bobie maka no so awie no me were interest for some constituencies.
Which constituency?
Say me for Ashanti Achema Agogo.
Okay.
Agogo dipa 2 ene gina ye.
Okay.
Na nyame ya adoma Saturday grounds ho na me declare me support.
Okay.
Ti me ka cha Agogo for mo amo frɛ me no obi antwen Saturday nyame ya adoma no pa no. Me fie me breakfast buffet e de ama all delegates. Nti ho no na me declare me intention.
Di baboni ni asa. Ni da bi odi baboni di asetre yo. Di baboni di asetre yo. Di baboni di asetre.
Di asu bu go for me sa ma ya to kwa hira. Me sim le munya abotin. Ya me adoma.
Di baboni di asetre yo. Hwetama ogo frɛ urade adidi.
Me le sa na me ya no. Ugusa constituency for na ye to constituency no papa na be ye radio didi e dey my delegacy we sa na me ye no na me dey me constituency dem ne o makasada akasada da o mo feel say bia o ye ne Dr. Adufo Agogo ofi kuma ube wote Agogo.
Okay.
But no chere say ye be say vote amane say ye say o fra Agogo moto aba ma no because e bi nim krofo be 5 bi a nim say obenya be 5 votes bi wo na sa 5 votes no me ka kire o mo afidie we so say moto ma Dr. Adufo a maha Ghana maha NDC ena maha mo ankasa ne mo badachi saa na meka che delegate bia wo the whole Ghana waji sika ni bia dia eye sika dia eye NDC sika enti waji bia dia eye dia na esenka wunya ne tete no na wanya ne ne wanya muntu abapa emfa ma his excellency John Dramani Mahama come Saturday 13th May na omefa NDC enkoje
sure
akonya no mayen.
All right. So hondo yanko ningo pram but for documents no to so mame quick one for Sanam can
2 minutes.
Yeah,
quick one.
Kwame, and I'm my young
Osha Obiti said Professor Joshua Labi 4 years ago, or can't perform contest say, or my Pinada John Dramani. After the election, on a year campaign manager, Emma Mahama, and now me know Kasi, Professor Joshua Labi, Eddie Mahama campaign echi. Said the Bayer NDC and saw Macrabo Untino, one contest bill. But you be said Dr. Dufo. Waka, none on TV3 interview, you say, or no Lusua, or Yen Adrian say,
can you imagine?
Or Becca will be a why you may be a man.
Can you imagine?
This is anti-party conduct. Say, or no Lusua. Onye na adwin say onimdie bia or the beboa party can be aso now approve it that Professor Mercy appointing Rollins appointing Mahama Penso wanya appointment no 2014 NDC Central Consensus he was invited wanko Dr. Dufo nyina campaign platform so and campaign baby amubi ehun say Dr. Dufo na edu election time 2020 election and Kofu nyina campaign platform so campaign the ma NDC obi ehun ni da but enne wasi NDC for meto abama no the obvious loser no asa declare say oh no he's not ready to help the party and the NDC for some fa power na ma me dia minim wa bia me de beboa no they're not bigger than the party
mine no wo ko years was been chia obi a o me say mine no so de wo Osbenchia will be Obi and Chiao.
No interest no it's not about NDC. Ni interest ni say no ebefa NDC so enya ni interest. And when NDC come to power quick, no secure on bid. When nya ministerial portfolio or be making sure say we be twetwe homa no grow the business. But let's see NDC grow in opposition. Wo obi a waye governor pen obi a waye finance minister pen NDC akwa opposition 8 years mu ne ebekoi Dr. Dufo ntimi enhodi a press conference enchire na adwene ni susu ye ho kwan ya kufu ado aban a mismanage the economy onye bida because of fees okoka at the end of the day Mahama ehon na be kwa akogu but ene 80 years we say NDC for to abampa ma 81 membru kra last 4 years ago mko no bia no ya so the party ni kokko na me mpese obi mo panicho na yeradufo ene ye pacho we cha opa bia ni ope wompo Saturday NDC for beto aba we a stakeholder our this election we are 3 aspirant na moko
in fact I say don't get here issues we are catch and say osunu ja party beto aba Saturday
me ni pa mi ensa na moko
General Tama General.
Osa I do for pa only
by the no pese okona NDC fo ko ja no Saturday abetima ka se bu eye mu ko ja meyi
simple
ana momra meyi
wato tent dada
yeah wato tent fine but say o court NDC ebe ba so ji se Yesu Kristo ba ana wi ase se nipa miensa na moko abai wona ye panyi wom panyi ni mom na se bro sha se wo bobna kojo bonsu ensu ye Mahama a wato Ghana nyina all the 275 constituencies plus sa onsu ye o bobna ene ebe court ene wana de court no ukudina Solomon Kansa futo so court
no ni posters crowd us to vote onya
maka je solo ye mini
na de solo ye
menene don maku awa sorry ye don maku ye de don maku ukotie koku anyi de ho afutu obi obey deputy general secretary ma NDC the first opportunity onya to kasa radio so ayre o kasa we ya na yedi na chi yakwache no na man kan just koku anyi de bra Professor Mens one more year director of communications o issue statement be a Professor Mens be pacho.
Oh, but say you know the obia one and so. I mean, let's accept the fact that
ono na manage ene obia one and so
but obia intelligence when it comes to your body politics.
Nana
koku no ana wama bawomia no madada na bedru said your baby
where is your intelligence
na baby awadru no wadru achi enti NDC for
but it doesn't mean but it doesn't mean say koku
is your intelligence
but it doesn't mean koku pay any dues for the NDC party
obi ase won pay any dues. Where is your intelligence or where is your expertise? As an expert in communication.
Presenters ni sami oku akwalawe.
Expert in communication issue statement. Nipa na o issue statement on his behalf no. Have to come out and apologize on your behalf. All the time. Where is your expertise? And one managing doctor do for women to for some court. Yodium. And they too for second court.
Political unemployed.
Losers.
Politically unemployed.
So they have luxury of time.
Can Dr. Dufo Kawe would they maintain a record and election one contest with that?
That's why they are doing what they are doing.
Bravo Bonina
at the expense of the NDC.
The last record I would echo and he said, oh, contesting NDC primaries and we'll lose support. Yes, now we'll lose support. Abakwa Zambe can say, we'll call election. And Crawford band a 2 for our call ye. Kwakwa ni do wa kwa election we lose so NDC are suspended no. Alotejo Kobwa ono so MNDC lose almost all the seats, eka 3 seats per in the central region for NDC. Yeah, or that anti-party conduct party now suspending one they say in the crowd on one will say be in the dinner no so of him. Offer ya boati jana why bitter. Because Kofi Adams in the chiaka form. Kofi Adams the age wa usaba biom sabe lusu ye. Last 4 years election wa ma. Usaba be lusu na Kofi Adams ni. It mean you be na esabi osanwe go garem. O bread na atwam eye season. Eye time Mahama nibre enano ko gina esremo sambe no kai. Wo so amusu brenie. Wo wie no ande over the ama emabunu ti say how na idrisu. Aw modi akreba do say picture no buy na na idrisu wa ansere. Microphone raising issues.
I don't know who say future then here.
It's bleak.
What's it? Hey. DM so be hand over power to you. Who pay we? I didn't know possible.
Before that Nigeria ma diki atu samanori. No atu sa anyum no atu we na cancel.
Oto want to ba fi.
I want to samanori ya. I'm going to cancel me say.
But okay, well.
87 painful way na 2 year ready for 80-year-old man. 81. Wo mu nyina sankase bi usoro ntem anka betima wo mu nyina.
The best one you know.
Yeah, nya council of elders bi we NDC mu. Professionals bebrebe we NDC mi enya obi bia. Ento Dr. Dufofo. Ne man krofo a NDC delegate are reject omo. Solomon Cancer within 4 years wakwa election me are rejecting it twice.
Solomon aya waka solo kakra aya.
You have watched Gal lose twice.
Of fire done within 4 years. You are rejecting it twice. Or some people are rejected. Some of them will branch election from Belusu. Plus shadow supporters for the before Amudi Munto Muntimi your many. Some of them now no election and November election December election is equal. And no Miss Omdo so be your muti. Losers some kwa. Nanko be our bob brabedu sam pempensway. And na kra o bank here go ntimi survive just 2 years and the kufu adono obi ka anya kra enti payday wo Star Insurance we dey manage wo so workers na dom ka untua but wo dey Star Assurance wo dey tete ho kakra na wo bend even your political career afa no share political career as you or the beginning and end nyina nie very disappointing. Now, what do you call? Okay, so
quick one.
Woba, any gem. Esana wu channel. Esana wu channel. Rollins the obey and then buy a MP. And then Dr. Kospiagaba also a campaign in December. You're saying Kitty and a Baba also contested. Who saw what Chenny? Nanyankopoya Adomwa. Some of us, ye must say, you're about 40 years. ɛda yɛ nim
nyame bɛwu ansa na wawu
yɛbɛtwea kɔ akɔsi ase
Okay, so within the past 5 minutes here, Samisha says, the information we are getting from the party headquarters is that say almost FA bailiffs be 8 from a we are normal to be 5 minutes ago they have managed to get the injunction through to the party headquarters and what we are getting from the party executives is that they are working around it. Gabi Nomne, other guys now shall say working at the judicial side to make sure that the Saturday will not work because they are working
and
out.
Very soon the Electoral Commission will issue a statement. So once a day judge but they will not supervise. That is it. But we say they won't succeed.
Yeah. So so that is the new and I think Momo Baba Kamara and Koko Hido Momo are increasing or they are intensifying because what I'm hearing right now that they have sent to me is that the MPP is meeting Dofo's team tonight. The next agenda because they want to drag it for the next 1 month, 2 months to make sure John Mama cannot start the campaign and Sana Omako flag bearer those
in all this, the NDC in their constitution has the power to select.
Yes,
it's an option.
Yeah.
Obi Jimmy Kofo Jimmy. Don't worry, don't waste time. Just select him and let's go. Finish. What's about the election?
Election Saturday,
Kora, okay, I go sample for a J. Okay, I go see ample for a J or Nimbi, the J Jamahi, and my say. For see, Anoma, Confobi Bekai, and a man fine yassam. Me and me, ye, much now full from Madani me quite bring to you. My yes, sir, my semwa family. Mesa, yes, sir, Amasa, you, J. Jammy, Amasama, Pharmacy. Oh,
the next 10 minutes, the NDC legal team is meeting. We are going to have a meeting tonight. And I think they can crash it. No, say a legal process.
The election will come on Saturday.
But you need to go through the legal process.
Yeah, definitely.
So they are okay. So they are trying to move tomorrow to High Court to go and overturn. But let's see how.
Okay, so Kara, so far I think say it's good news because it has deepened the kind of perception I need one about the four.
And your perception.
No, it was a perception.
Vindicate you.
No, wait. It's a perception that today a twati. Now,
like
some of us
better.
Yes, some of us we have because people didn't believe the kind of things
that they said. But not no, yes, yes, and so, na bantu buonie.
Me buonie no, and I make us say, sansem na ye kan wa ha no. It was a perception to many. A majority carries the vote.
So me cry the little about me so. Obajedi said some, I think I said it earlier on. So be answer me from a very reliable source. Say, yeah, papa ne your opponents MPP for na AD black. Me say no. It's never true because we know answer about the brand. So person we na with me. And the nipa not predict sir and your man incidents is in the nipa not predict me more than a month ago. The nipa no so can it no pa. But those are makers and they are my friends. And you know some of these things no ya na eba maintain. And I made a mistake. Now me father say on to me yes sir. Yet then and I dear yen na yatna see nipa 3. And the 2 argue on the album. Onkwa what's in your court acoustic injunction. At the end of the day, I didn't know who seek to achieve.
Distraction.
Now, who distract JM ne NDC for now? And then I'll be seeking to achieve. Huh? Just to pave way and answer to help NDC MPP break the 8. Is that what he wants?
Me pay here, Juma.
Okay, so let's go down.
What is this?
NDC always come out stronger when this matters of like this.
2008. I'll use the few minutes to discuss the menu about discussing age mates. I think say Bonnie to me bunny pebinum trim at some point in their lives. But the me yapani say at this age, oh the day. At this age, your history is being rewritten. You are rewriting your history and erasing all the goodwill, perhaps, and can bet me a so for in Chilima to say junior no more. Some of us we think say Bikra politically they could have gotten up. What now? Ama Womwa the menu about kind and passos me share list no. These are people that they are all jobless. One me ada just because of Baumia campaign ne ho ahwan ye mauska never ko say no.
Okay. Once na me can say about Enra me kind that they are planning to create confusion. Also, almost a secret member back a Kofi Ajekum Peace FM. Akokra no. I predict. I hope there will be no bloodshed on Saturday.
No bloodshed.
Yeah. Meanwhile, neba Kofi Ajekum was Kofi Ajekum not Peace FM. Your friend Professor Ajekum. Neba ya adwuma wo Man FM. Akufo-Addo kum nkrofo wo MPP nyina na nitua. Oni kwa amsefa kan no. Omo ni tua. When you avanyasa esimemia wasi akeka nko a eduru we so ne de Saturday I hope that there will be no bloodshed. Wow. Omo jimi nu a ya no omo de te wo no.
Oh, enti no. Wo hwe list na. Just omo ye nkophobia o maka omo abom just to first of all, you could pay scaredy, won't you? Because I'm here jobless. I'm need you maybe Eddie. Obia no word my say I nyasa political entrepreneur job ya, omunia dwuma bia ye. Ena papa panimu a enka wo sen ka tiri ho abo bill. Ena yomu a wo so ama ho kwan. Yes, edua ema ne ho kwan a ena wo edore no. Ebedru baabi a saa enwum yi a akosia apofo boy yi wan kaye nsu abeka ya sere oradofo wan kai ensu a obeka ya sere na ade a waye the NDC and Ghanaians will never forgive him.
The NDC delegate should punish Dofo.
And they will punish him to the core. One here, so Sakra, we are not doing so quiet. One here, the Bibet Messi will claim. Just somewhere Pierre cannot cramp on.
Yeah.
I'm afraid for him.
There's nothing like NDC.
So one here, somewhere Pierre can say me quack campaign. One here, a soon be new claim. Na aye nipa ohun se ne Ghana ye nneema no ne dɔɔso the anger of the Ghanaian no enya de yetimi so ano eti se ojatana na I thought ebi asabi se ne wanyina duru efie aduowotwe no nyansa kakra bi beba ni tirim we wawo ni mabenyini nyansa ni
okodo di oko
na unia no
No, but I'm beginning to believe. Do for Junior Drobonso, and they should do everything to make sure he will not win. Because the family send this diagram, that family will come and give them trouble. From what
So Kwabena, you now appreciate why.
No, initially I felt like Dufo Junior is a young guy, and we need such young guys in the system. And that is why I support
you. If you were Dufo Junior,
I will issue statement.
No, would you ever have supported your father?
Me say,
at this age,
member out straight and more.
Sika Opra go do Dubai into obeye.
Me who be on there, man? I'll come out.
So Obe distancing himself from the papa.
Not only distance, I'll condemn his actions.
And then formality Obe to me aye, but it won't change anything.
No, you ask me one can say or not.
It will.
Who be say onu nyansani na nkobeye den. Simple. And I think obeye. And
I'm saying say ono ni nyansani ni tu sa na mo no kra no a. Say me ofun ya metie. It won't change anything.
No. It doesn't matter. No. You don't criticize a Kufuor so media open, but you criticize because you are Ghanaian with conscience.
Yes.
This is a simple principle. You criticize him because we are Ghanaian with conscience.
Say abeye clear nana. Who say they be American? Ade ba kwa me.
So sad.
Man consider that. Say me consider profession in teaching ni say. Say wo be fa nyansa kwan nyina so kire obi ade 1+1 nim say 2 no we use formula bia na still want ase ya papa say na ye tie ye hu de ekoso na ye ka kire NDC for say Dr. Dufo anya tumi bi na obepe o ne manti bremu kra no amprewe
mama for 5 minutes be
and no do be abo dia man
mama for 5 minutes please. I'm sorry. 0302208090 live on Accra 100.5 we were just 9 minutes to go and but with this sad issues are popping up now. Hello.
Eben Kwabena na mo to say.
Pacho boko. Pacho yanko.
That she say 5 minutes. Na me 30 seconds me dey ka say eni do me Kwabena for na e ka say. Do me Kwabena bi di Nyankopon di sremo. Na na do ebe na for me to jo mama train. Enne imrewa ni kokorawa. Enne amo pacho so mo busi sika mo di abo aban be sia no fa mo. Na do timi fa mo. Man do me Kwabena ye nyesa mistake. Eligibility maklugu is tried and tested. Na sremo. You better with your back. 9-day wonder, and I don't work and pay.
All right, thank you. Let's pick another caller. A quick one. Hello. Okay. My main carbon for the Greenfield Scientific Bar Clinic. Bright Soldier capsules, Bright Garlic Plus capsules. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Hello.
For Kobelu for minute tower. You know Dutch and no tower and this in Yaku. Papa de pa any in Nagasio, look by your gun and look by your gun and I'm a still man. I'm a city of man, I'm a man who you to be a voyager, look by your man, and what silence and the friend I see Jelly cry. Minutes and then I told you to be a Benyan Fable and Incan. Minute, I know. Oh.
Yo, Chama Yaba. You mean Damoshi. Hello,
Bobie.
Aja.
Oh, Daddy. Near me, no crown.
Yo.
The same council.
Ka.
Ashanti or I wouldn't say. Uncle. Because Brian, you're independent. Yema Nkuma car be way Rose White.
Pacho, why are 7 now? Okay.
You can't read the money.
Why are 7 now? Pasoka.
If there's any car, what's the agenda? Say, he need going and because
But you need something come on, please. Yanko, quick one. Hello.
Honorable Bobie.
But Yanko, quick one.
The champion of Kusini Adams, Mr. Flea, Ashama. Many opportunity there. Never merely claim of Kulu or Kwabena, a Kwabena for Moncano. Bobie, the can you say? Yanko Poya Duma, Saturday, to Asama for Namebo Moncaye. Yanko Poya Duma, said the Tibiano, about one moment behind your before. Now, you come and so Mojano. You say a day, back on a bed, a very to a very piano. You know, I am Manchester Yajma, the behind me before. I'm Pedro Tibiano, 2024, and this Ibana said, President Kufa by Yamu for Canada, gun higher than the dear. And this year, I'm coming about in Yajma Baba. All
right, I'm picking another caller, Eclipse Collaterals being cancer Ghana for Seukra documenter. A year dim for so free so. Eclipse Collateral na airboa war. Hello? Enka also patch enko.
Yeah, Bobie the American say the awabua and answer the awapotona on Tizo the Bobomuna. So Domi Kwabena fu say the woman electing atuguno. You know one Kabanu Kwabena. So the Kuya Safun and the Baja Safa Sole one is breaking tea. Again, why are the papa. So the look at the NBC point and can see a command bed 82 and also 72%.
Okay, Miss Medas, Tabia Eba Center, Simen Canchos, or the Tabia Eba Mixture, Tabia Eba Capsules, Abba, a man for Numbi Hello.
Yes,
Bacha Yanko.
You, the support Dr. Dufo, or Yama, Lady Huyauka. Or Yama, Lady Huyaupa, like an international. But all them are making who you are. Then open. In fact, we are starting here. 2024, your second independence. I am Jamagana. Yet the Saudi Abagana 2024. It won't be a best see Yakwemi. Yet would be said the car. You catch it before the microphone. Solomon Kassa, you will find out what is that. What do they want? What I have, we are working down. When do you know? The guy 2009, this power. You go shop a pay war, and you packet contract that I know Paloma. Not get the 4x4, don't do a packet contract for a salute to you. Who will let him? What's understanding? What is this? Thank you.
All right, thank you. Last caller. Top Choco. Top chocolate spread. Hello?
Because that's Ashama.
Pacha Yanko.
Ashama, you could have before in the bank, you know Ashama. Who be do take to why Baku and the or the Bapanso to the reading. Misika call, and yes, Kakitwa. Misika call, the mama come. Bangilengu, upedi so pia wa chama. Bangilengu, misika guo meneska kitwa. But akufa do fa wa beku ni bank. Was said the juma mano. It is oh when you nyansa won hia de, enye se bia when you keke na wo ye wo bia when you enso nyansa na abono. We binye yi. Me ma no ncha misika ma me. O me wo de me ka misika.
Nju kwa juicy cow do for
Misika on do for the bank or what Chama. Make a Chama. Misika on the bank of Bohono. Your mama come, Misika or your friend there. Misika, they get Grammy random account. It is only me answer one shady. All for Misika, who make Chamisika mammy.
You obey you. All right, so give us a percent as we catch a Ghana for so the GC capsules, GC mixture, and power capsules. Me pacha napa achedi ejumedi no. You go super papa. Imboost herbal mixture. Ya bomo de ura. Abo manfo. Bomo de aso wedi bi. Media ne bo bi Ansah. Accra FM. Ya da mo nyina